Gaming Morning Show.
Ah, the sounds of morning.
Early in the morning,
Birds singing.
gotta feed the donkey.
The sun peeking above the
When you
horizon.
feed the donkey,
The gentle nudge from your morning alarm clock.
this is what he says.
A subtle reminder that today is a new day. A new day for you to watch Gaming Morning Show. The show where you'll find science lessons.
Says when I bake bread, I give thousands of yeast organisms false hope by feeding them sugar before ruthlessly cooking them to death in an oven and eating their corpses.
Wow.
I thought you think about bread a whole new way.
I thought you were about to say orgasms for a second there. Did either of you ever have that happen when you were in like biology class and you're reading?
Have an orgasm? I've never orgasmed during
The biology text doesn't do that for you. It's like, oh yeah.
Great deals.
computers and accessories
Wait,
special bundle.
Mike, they got the super chroma color in. Did you know they had that? You
I know.
overpaid for your computer.
By a lot. I wonder if, do you think they price match?
They might. Well, this is half off.
Can you take a screenshot of this and try to get a store price match?
And linguistic perfection.
Is that like when I roll my R's?
Good.
Romance.
Great.
Romance. See, it's not a hiss.
So let me hear your battle cry.
Kiki. Oh!
Kiki what?
As we all charge into Gaming Morning Show.
More like Kiki. Whoa, am I right?
Now, if only I could find a way out of this box. I'll catch up. 'Cause GMS starts right now.
Morning Gamer. Gaming Morning Show continues on the middle of this week because that's what we do. We're 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time. It is Wednesday, May 5th, 2021. Thanks for being with us on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. There are lots of places to find us. We are happy you did so wherever you may be on this Wednesday. It's going to be exciting this day in gaming history. We have birthdays to celebrate. Theo should be with us in the final 2 hours. One of those two people on the left side of your screen might be with us also in the last. I don't really know what the schedule is, and it really doesn't matter. I think you went to bed wearing that shirt. I'm gonna just I recall seeing that a night ago.
Yep, the shirt was on stream last night. And then I slept, and now I'm here.
That was the pattern. Yes.
The middle of the week is the tastiest part. That's where all the sugar is.
That's why the owl would continuously lick until we got to the middle of the week. That's a true story, by the way. I really enjoyed watching you play Returnal yesterday. It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. It went mediocrely,
The gameplay,
but yeah, but it was fun.
the stream was good. Gameplay is
Yeah.
not guaranteed. Is gameplay not guaranteed also during GMS plays? I can't remember what we decided on that.
Yeah, I like that as a backup, just in case.
If it doesn't go well, then it's definitely not guaranteed. We got Gaming Morning Show morning gaming news coming up as well. Should be a lot of fun this morning. If you have a birthday to celebrate with us, please let us know. Jelly already kind of alluded to our topic of the day. We'll get to there. And then I got, 4 lines of more days of the day, including Revenge of the 5th, which Jelly just brought up in the Twitch chat. Mike, Sean, I didn't know there was a Revenge of the 5th day. Is there a 6th as well, or is this kind of where it ends?
I think it ends here.
I think this is it.
You said that so
Yeah.
confidently. Yeah,
I
think it ends there.
I truthfully and honestly have no idea.
Of course it ends there, as I Google really quickly to see. Revenge of the 5th, then, is this just a play on words, or is there any sort of special...
it's a play on words.
Okay.
Yeah. May the Fourth be with you, Revenge of the Fifth. Yeah.
Okay, all right. I mean, it's incredibly creative. I love the fact they
No,
have
it's
that,
very clever.
Kudos
Super
to you,
duper.
people writing on calendars and stuff. Proud of you today. I got some sort of rogue hair hanging out by my eyeball. Damn. I
Rogue
don't know
One?
what's going on. Yeah. There
Just
you
Rogue
go.
One hair?
I'm hoping. I have hope that I can get rid of it. But man, it is just in my eyeball.
But is it a rogue like hair or is it a rogue light hair? Because there's differences.
It's one
Claw
of
and
those
I
two.
were talking about it yesterday.
Yeah, I saw K-Laugh
important.
hanging out with you a good majority of your stream yesterday.
Yeah, it's fun. And then he had to go to bed. And I would have beat the game, but he had to go to bed, so I did.
It's all your fault, K-Laugh. What were you doing?
Yeah. Thanks, Kayla.
K-Laugh is here, of course. Jellybone Jabroni, good to see you this morning. Good moron to everyone in chat. AJ is here, and thank you for the host as well.
Top of the moron.
Always appreciate that very much. You can find us on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. Plus, on Twitch, it's still continuing to go. So I'm not even gonna like look at it. I'm just gonna let Twitch or Twitter, excuse me, just keep going.
Just go.
As long as I don't mess it up,
Do
it's
it.
probably just gonna keep going. So I'm just gonna let it go. Yesterday, King Julian
Yeah.
and Maintaining Mediocrity also gave Sean some raids during GMS Place, so we
Oh, wow.
always
Nice.
appreciate that very much. Thank you. For doing that. We got Conan in the news. We got lightsabers in the news, so that's all coming up as well. It is Cinco de Mayo. It is Nail Day, International Midwives Day, Hoagie Day, Revenge of the Fifth, as we mentioned. My favorite for maybe name of the year, I mean, this is really good. Hug a shed and take a selfie. It's not a day. It's almost like it's a command.
Yeah. There's no sheds in my neighborhood though, so I'm a little upset.
I mean, on Hug a Shed and Take a Selfie Day, you need to scrounge.
Oh, I'm
wherever
gonna
you can.
I'm gonna find one. Don't you worry about that.
It's just not easy.
But the HOA is very weird about sheds.
We had a shed. We were gonna build a studio in a shed.
We burned it to the
We
ground.
instead tore down the shed.
That's
we
good.
decided to start this show. Kind of wish I had my shed, but
Yeah, that's all good.
whoops, can't win them all. World Maths Day, yes, plural. World Maths Day.
Maths, all of the
School.
maths.
School Nurse Day. Yesterday was Teacher Appreciation Day. Today is School Nurse Day. National Silence the Shame Day. National Astronaut Day. National Totally Chipotle Day. This might be my favorite day of the year so far. National Bike to School Day. National Skilled Trades Day. And National Interpreter Day.
Yeah,
A lot of days.
it is a lot of
in there.
days. Yeah, no, they kept going. On the one main one, there was like 5, and I was like, all right, this is doable. And then I went to one of the other day of the day sites that we visit, and it never ended. And I was like, wow, okay.
It's getting out of control.
Yeah. Well, what'll be funny though is tomorrow there'll be like one day of the day. That's the crappy part.
It's like the Out Today, where there's just
Every
waves
once
of
in a
it.
while, it's real thin. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Interpreters,
tomorrow will be re-gifting day.
interpreters are great, Jellybone, and I'm also excited to see. It's not interpreters, I suppose. Maybe it is American Sign Language being used a lot more
Yeah, totally.
in like press conferences and stuff, and getting like full blown TV coverage, right? Like they're split screening and things. So yeah, I've been happy to see them pick that up. I'm also in the same boat as Jelly in terms of like I would not succeed with World Maths Day. So
Nope, very bad. My daughter asked me for math help yesterday, and I was like, "Cool, ask mom." There's my help. Can't do it.
You're a winner of
Bad
National Give Advice to Your Daughter Day.
Yeah. No, I failed college algebra twice.
On Hug a Shed and Take a Selfie Day, you have to revoke the privileges of people who make up days.
No.
That
It's a
one's-
great day.
Yes, AJ. Do you have access to a shed?
Jelly said that she would hug one for me and take a picture. So, Jelly, if you can make that happen and then put it on the Twitter. Arturo, is that Arturo?
Is Arturo like moving
Okay,
cargo?
just making sure. Yeah.
Yeah, now he's sitting on my mouse.
Did Arturo
Good,
bust
great.
out a hand truck and is starting to move boxes around?
He's clicking with his butt.
Wait. Do you have a mouse butt right now? A butt mouse?
Yeah, he's like a good third of the way on
You're-
the mouse.
You're gonna want to watch
Popsicle.
that. I'm guessing.
He's not. I don't think I can. I don't think I can use the mouse today.
I guess
this is
Good thing
I
have
got some
keyboard
bad
shortcuts.
news. There was a story in the news about somebody who did a test by using like some sort of ink on a cat's anus, so that
Sorry,
they could-
what?
just keep going with me. And it was in an experiment to show all the places your cat's butt sits, and it's more than you think.
It's all over. He puts his butt on all kinds of things.
Okay, butt mouse.
He has no interest in moving.
Oof, oof.
All right.
Okay.
Rip
All
mouse. Oh, and I also can't see the chat. He's sitting specifically in front of the chat. So
Yes, I'm happy you've heard about it. I don't remember where I heard about it, but yeah, I heard about this cat story.
Oh my gosh. Jelly knows what you're talking about.
I know. It's a thing that
It's
somebody
what?
did. Yeah. It's interesting. Well, we hope wherever your cat is, it's resting its butt where it should be. It is Cartoonist Day. Speaking of cats, you have Garfield. That was one that Jelly brought up early as favorite cartoon. We're asking today, what is your favorite cartoon, comic, or comic strip? I realize it's a pretty wide swath, but you can answer one from each. I thought about comic strip first when I thought about cartoonist. For some reason, that's an association I have. Do you have a favorite comic strip, or cartoon?
You can imagine mine. Mine's the entirety of the Marvel Universe. As far as comic strip goes, though, I love The Far Side.
The Far Side was good.
it is very good. I've always had a soft spot for Garfield. Especially, I mean, when I was a kid, I really enjoyed Garfield. It's not always the most amazing comic, but because I liked it when I was younger, I still enjoy it these days.
Whoop.
Too high.
That does make me have great memories, though, because as a kid, I remember on Sundays after church, we'd go to my grandparents' house, and my grandfather and my Pepe, we'd sit there and we'd read the comics in the newspaper, and those are always fun.
Especially
There
on
was like
Sunday.
the weird whoop. Okay. That's just excessive, Ryan. There was the weird, like there was a really political one that I remember at Doonesbury, I think it was called, and I never understood it at all.
Nope.
But my
As
pet
a
would be
kid.
like, ah, ha, 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 ha. I'm like, I don't know what's happening.
Well, there was Doonesbury, and then in my version of it that you'd get in the Sunday paper, there was also Prince Valiant.
Oh yeah.
And so there were two, and I think they were on the same page in my particular newspaper. And so it was like, you get to that page, and because I didn't understand Doonesbury, and Prince Valiant had a lot of words, I just always kind of basically skipped that page. There was like one I'd read in the middle, and that was about it. So you got K-Laugh bringing up my favorite one. What was it? Bill Waterton, who did Calvin and Hobbes.
Yeah.
And we had so many Calvin and Hobbes like comic strip books. That yeah, that one I read probably over and over again, 3 or 4 times. Like Calvin and Hobbes was very good, and it had like a nice reach for like adults and kids because it was a cartoon, and there was some funny things that, you know, this kid Calvin is doing, right? But then it had like some more serious overtones as well. And so I think Calvin and Hobbes definitely shares like a soft spot for me.
Absolutely, yeah. It was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, and you said Ziggy too. You said Garfield and Ziggy Jelly.
Ziggy.
I'm not as familiar with Ziggy. I don't think that one was in our daily newspaper, so I didn't read that one as much.
Imagine Caillou grew up and and it wasn't annoying anymore. That's Ziggy.
So you're saying there was hope for kaiju? No, not kaiju.
Oh
Kaiju.
no, I'm not saying
Kaiju?
that at all.
Kaiju.
Yes, kaiju.
Kaiju's a
Grew
whole
up,
different thing.
and we're good.
Although someone's missing an opportunity to make a mock kaiju movie or video based around the idea of Caillou being grown up and gigantic.
Kaiju.
Kaiju's actually a kaiju. It's just waiting.
Bazooka Joe.
Once he complains enough, he'll grow.
Bazooka Joe
Or you
was the
could-
one with the. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You could go the other way too and do a baby Godzilla that's just an annoying little Caillou.
For those of you without children, you probably have no idea what we're talking about, and you are the luckiest human.
Oh
beings
no,
alive.
I don't think that's true. I think a lot of people recently learned about
Yeah?
Caillou because of that whole trending Twitter
Oh, I
thing.
missed- The trending. What did I miss on Twitter?
Everyone was not upset on Twitter when Caillou was canceled.
The world rejoiced.
Yeah, it was kind of a collective celebration, if you will.
That kid sucked. Oh gosh.
I think this game needs like side view mirrors because there was no way I could have seen Mike there, like
No,
whatsoever.
not at all. It just appeared. Yeah.
Yeah, you see, even Jelly knew Caillou as a babysitter.
Yeah.
There was probably like a babysitter like forum where it's like, don't let your your charges watch this. He's such a brat. Yep, you're familiar.
Ooh,
Someone blowed up?
Exploded.
No, don't hit it in. Don't hit it in.
Yeah, K-Laugh, I'm happy you brought up Calvin and Hobbes. I mean, there's a whole bunch of them that I liked, but that was the one I looked forward to the most. And I agree with like Sean's take on Garfield. Garfield's consistent. It's been around. Some days it's hilarious and subtle. Other days it's like that was not necessarily something you needed to write. But
Whee! Ooh, missed that one by a lot.
my nephews are banned from watching it.
It's because it's terrible.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah, we definitely did not allow it in the house.
We did in the beginning, and then and then you watch it once, and you're like, yeah, like we're not watching this anymore.
This is all done.
Like we learned our lesson. Gaming
It's
morning show.
objectively bad.
6:21 on the West Coast, 9:21 out east. It is 2:21 for those watching in the UK. So it is Cartoonist Day. Any favorite comic strip, or cartoon? Let us know in the chat. My favorite cartoon, when we're talking like Saturday morning type things, was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So I mean, I watched that thing relentlessly. So no doubt.
G.I. Joe was mine. I was obsessed with G.I. Joe as a kid. Like I had like 47,000 of the action figures. I never missed it when it was on TV. Going back and watching it now though, awful. So bad. It's so terrible. It's crazy. It's crazy how bad it is.
The G.I. Joe parodies have become hilarious.
The pork chop sandwiches. Yeah, that one was amazing. So good.
It was fumbles.
But Ninja Turtles too was definitely up there. It was one of those ones you had to watch.
And that one holds up better
It does.
if you go back and watch them.
Yeah.
I've actually heard about Sailor Moon quite a bit lately, but I didn't know anything about Sailor Moon well before like the last year, so I'm learning about that one for sure. I'm sorry, what, Caleb? Excuse me.
Oh, computer.
Are you like the Star Trek computer? Can I ask you to do things for us? It's like, excuse me, computer. Isn't that what they did in Star Trek, right?
I don't know if they said excuse me, but
Were they rude on Star Trek? Have
they
some
just
manners.
needed it now. Yeah, they're like, no, now, do it now.
Have some manners, Captain Kirk. My God. Axe has joined
More
us
like
as well.
Captain Jerk.
Right? Captain Jerk. Axe is with us as well. Studying to get my license. I have the exam tomorrow. What license? Is this driver's license or fisherman's license or veterinarian's license?
Crapper's license?
A license to thrill? I thought that was a song. Maybe. I don't know. I just say things. It was 1895 that a man named Richard F. Outcault, or Occult, or something along those lines, Outcault, introduced a small, bald kid in a yellow nightshirt to the world in an increasingly popular publication in the Big Apple at the time, the New York World. While the paper itself was looked upon with sort of disdain by quote-unquote real journalists of the time, the yellow kid was embraced by people everywhere. Little did Richard know that when he first created this character, it would lead to a revolution in how stories were told and presented in sequential art pieces. That's comics, kids. That is a verbatim explanation from daysoftheyear.com on Cartoonist Day.
Great job, Days of the Day. Thanks for the thing.
I heard a bald kid in a yellow shirt, and it's like, oh, I thought Charles Schultz made Peanuts. Different person. I don't remember the yellow kid. So, not at all. Jack is here. Good morning, all. I hope you are having a great Revenge of the 5th.
Yep.
Everyone seems a little tired. I at least am. I stayed up way too late playing Apex Legends. The new season came out yesterday. I'm very tired this morning.
I stayed up waiting for Apex Legends to do anything. That was cool. I downloaded the update, and it was great. And then I was going to play with Gray and Zev. And it hit 100% of it after like 14 years. And I was like, yeah! And then it said unpacking. And it unpacked for about 40 minutes. And then after it unpacked, it still wouldn't let me do anything. And then finally we got in the game, and then I couldn't join on them at all. They would send me invites, and I would accept it, and then nothing would happen. So I was up until like 12:30. No, maybe it was probably like 11:30. Yeah. And I just didn't do anything. So that was cool. Best season ever.
Bummer.
What did you think of it, Matt?
It was a rough rollout. Yeah. I bet the arenas had something to do with that because they added something new and a whole bunch of things that had to be supported. But yeah, the marketplace was well, you know what? What am I doing? Who knows what could be inside the news? We need to get to it. It's 6:26 on the West Coast.
Oh, God.
And it's time to get informed the headlines of the day. And for that, we go straight to the source. Hashtag video game expert. Here's Sean.
Give me the news.
Good morning. It is Wednesday, Cinco de Mayo, 2021, and this is your gaming morning show, Morning Gaming News. No Apex news.
That's messed up.
At least not that I'm talking about. We'll get to it. But some Stadia news, because Stadia is our favorite place to play games. And Peacock is our favorite place to watch TV shows. Stadia lost its head of product. John Justice joined the company in 2019. He was also vice president, decided to leave Google. And no specific word as to why yet. It was originally reported by The Information. In a quote, Google says, "We can confirm John is no longer with Google, and we wish him well on his next step." So, did he leave? Did he get fired? No one knows. But
obviously he left because he's not there anymore.
Because he's not there.
Yeah, see, I'm a detective, guys. Yeah.
So another hit for Google Stadia, but we'll see what happens. They've lost some key players over the last few months. They've also officially decided to focus more on third party instead of developing their own games. So I just don't think it's looking good for Google Stadia. I've heard nothing but bad things.
It's fine. They'll recover. It's only a flesh wound.
I think it's time to
It's
pull
only
the
a flesh wound.
pull the plug. pull the plug. It's time. Blizzard, on the other hand, the revenue is up for Blizzard, despite losing millions of monthly active users over the last couple years. They reported an almost 29% decrease in monthly active users over the last 3 years, dropping from 38 million in 2018 to 27 million in Q1 of 2021. A big chunk of that came during kind of the end of last year, Q4 of 2020, during which Blizzard lost 2 million players. So a lot of people are kind of bouncing out from Blizzard titles, including like Overwatch and stuff like that. But revenue's up, so how worried are they? Probably not very. Their revenues continued to increase by about 7% year over year, leading to the enduring popularity of World of Warcraft, led by the World of Warcraft and its latest expansion, Shadowlands, which has driven franchise net bookings to grow. So Blizzard's doing okay, but it's interesting that they're losing such a large number of active users over the last few years.
Do you think Overwatch is going to recover?
I think they're gonna just put out Overwatch 2, and then it'll all be fine.
Because that's still not out, right? They haven't released that yet?
Correct. And they have a bunch of stuff kind of in the works, including Diablo 4, Overwatch 2, Diablo 2 Resurrected, and then they're doing some Diablo like mobile stuff too. So that number is going to bounce back up, and I'm in no way worried about Blizzard. I just thought it was interesting to see such a strong like revenue up, active users down, but those users are going to come back as these new games come out. So
take that economist who said you need users for revenue in the video game industry. Buck that trend.
You just want the good users. You just don't want those, those other users.
Take that, smart people.
And then speaking of users and video games,
Okay.
Oh,
people who've been playing EVE Online, players in that massive multiplayer online game, have saved real-world scientists hundreds of years of research on COVID-19, 330 years of research to be exact. And this is not the first project that has taken place in EVE Online, but this is the one we have current data on. Through a citizen science project called Project Discovery, players are able to help scientists in the real world solve problems that need human input, such as helping scientists discover new planets. And over the past year, they've been helping scientists learn more about COVID-19. So they put little like mini games in EVE Online that are kind of gamified version of like menial tasks that you would need to do as part of research. For the planets thing, it involves analyzing, blips in light sources and stuff like that. And in COVID-19, it has to do with analyzing protein structures and stuff like that. So this story goes into like lots of detail about like what the mini game actually entails in the game, and how that is helpful. So if you're interested in this, read this, and I'm sure there's a good video. There's even one linked in here, video of the gameplay of the mini game. But at the end of the day, what's helpful is that this menial task has been outsourced, and has saved lots and lots of time. And poor little, grad students who would have to do the work otherwise. So now EVE Online players can do it, and grad students can just go back to cleaning the labs.
Oh no. I mean,
yeah.
I'm with you, Caleb.
Good.
I mean, that is a wild story. Like
It's super cool. Yeah.
it sounded like something that you started to talk about. I was like, oh, there's going to be like a punchline in here or something, right? But no, like it genuinely is a mixture of science and video games, and that's pretty cool. So
That's crazy.
Yeah. I like it a lot.
I like
So-
it a lot.
This article just keeps I keep looking through it to see if there's more stuff I want to point out, but like this article is just massive. So if you're interested, I highly suggest checking out this article because it's worth learning about. Should we play Eve Online? No, probably not. But other people should. That is helpful.
Wait, which Eve? Is it Christmas Eve? New Year's Eve?
I think it's all the Eves.
Oh,
Just,
cool.
Like all combined. It's like it's a whole world of holiday Eves.
You just
the
wait.
third
We never
Eve.
actually get to the holiday.
Yeah,
That's that's the crappy part.
The eternal tease. And always last but never least, we finish off today's Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News with the world-renowned segment within a segment where we take a look at what is out today. We have Non-Guns, Doppelganger Edition, out on PlayStation 4. Non-Guns with a Z.
That is not your name of the
Dole-
morning.
No, it's not. Dull Gray out on Xbox One.
Where's Gray? When you
That
need
kid said that King Gray's cousin.
That was King Gray in college, and then he like blossomed into King Gray.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Almighty, Kill Your Gods out on PC. Wow. Distant Kingdoms out on PC.
These are really great.
Infernal Radiation out on Switch. Save Me, Mr. Taco Definitive Edition out on Switch.
Wait.
'cause
And,
we
and
need
none of these are your name of the morning.
I think it's Taco.
Nah, I prefer Taco. I think with
Tacos,
Mayo.
And none of these are your name of the morning.
None of
Oh,
those
just
are name of the
wait.
morning. And for the most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, your favorite segment within a segment within a segment, today's name of the morning goes to 2-in-1 Application Driver and Serial Killer / Sniper out on Switch.
Okay.
This is one of those that I think is developed by an AI because I couldn't find any information about developer publisher.
And the AI just develops a video game and just puts it out.
Yep, pretty much.
That'd be kind of fun.
Wow.
And the publisher, I was able to find a website for the publisher, and at the bottom they had social links, but their Facebook button just goes to facebook.com and their Twitter button just goes to twitter.com.
Oh,
And I'm
it's
like,
like
I
a
don't think you
template.
realize what these are for.
Oh no. Wow. Well, congratulations to 2-in-1 Application Driver and Serial Killer / Sniper, available today for Switch. Sean, are you gonna buy the game for us?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Not? No.
It's only $2. Come on.
It's just
It's
a mobile game
$1.99.
ported to the Switch. Application Driver.
This looks kind of fun.
I might find this mobile game.
I like the description. In the first, you will be an application driver who must pick up passengers as quickly as possible, even if you have to run over some pedestrians. In the second, you will take on the role of a sniper with psychotic tendencies as a serial killer shooting from the top of a building. It sounds like a great job description.
Sometimes you just gotta run over some pedestrians, you know.
Can you give us 3 references, please?
Who are you?
When I say pedestrian, you say
run them over?
hired.
Oh yeah. do you need my name or anything? No.
No, you're
just-
fine.
Just start
It's
working.
better if we don't have that. Yeah,
Here's your paycheck.
We don't ask for many of the names of our sniper and / serial
No.
killers.
From now on, you're known as Ted. We'll just call you Ted.
When you passed over Non-Guns Doppelganger Edition, I was like, this name of the morning is going to be amazing.
Doppelganger.
Well,
I also
congratulations.
liked Infernal Radiation quite a bit.
That's a good one, too. That's a good one. That's also out today for Switch. Congratulations. Name of the morning can become name of the month very easily. You just have to believe and snap your fingers. We'll have the name of the month giveaway for the month of April very soon. And then we'll celebrate the month of May coming up in a little bit as well. You can find us at gamingmorningshow.tv for more information on our Patreon. It's at patreon.com/gamingmorningshow as well. If you are a Patreon subscriber, you get double entries into our Name of the Month giveaway, which we'll again do pretty soon for the month of April. Our winner for March was Inspector Waffles. And Copia won a copy of that. So, congratulations, Copia. Need to post on. Couldn't do much social media yesterday, so I'm gonna do it today. But I gotta post you unveiling the Temple of the Six yesterday. I gotta get that on our social media because Axe, the first kneecap subscriber, and thus the first inductee into the Temple of the Six.
Love
it
it.
was unveiled yesterday.
Oh dang! Whoa! Look at those names. What the heck?
Two rectangles scored.
There's two of them that are two rectangles.
If you get them,
What's for breakfast?
please let us know, Jellybone. The waffle thing.
I had waffles for breakfast.
Did you really? Were they Eggo or like
Yeah.
homemade?
They were Eggo, or not Eggo. They were like Meyer brand.
Oh yeah, because Eggo is like the Kleenex of waffles.
Yeah.
I guess that's not true because no one's like waking up Sunday morning and be like, "Man, can we have some Eggos for breakfast?" You mean the homemade Eggos I make from scratch?
The Cadillac.
Oh, you both missed.
We both missed. Yeah, I woke up a little late this morning, so I was like, I'll just eat this frozen crap.
I mean, even frozen Eggos are pretty okay.
Oh yeah, I try to avoid them because they're not the best. They're
You
just
know.
kind of empty things.
I went to bed last night about 1:45, and I I hadn't really eaten
Oh, God.
dinner yet, and so I remembered we had stuffed crust pizza in the fridge, so I had a stuffed crust pizza at
I love stuffed
11:45
crust
at
pizza.
night.
Oh.
Seems like a glorious mistake.
No, it's Eggo was like the clean. I did say that, Jelly. Those were words that left my mouth and maybe went into your ears. So
It went into your ear holes.
I just like the eternal tease was another line I liked from this morning as well. So we're doing pretty okay for a Wednesday. We're enjoying the sweet nougat of the Wednesday, as Sean described it, the tasty part of the week.
Nope, didn't work.
The heartburn.
Why
hefty.
are you calling me so early?
My heart did not burn, Jelly. Don't worry. I slept like a
I
baby.
hang up. My heart did not burn. Oh wow.
Get in there. Get in there. Boo.
Narrator.
Blah!
It didn't get in there.
Nope.
Pizza so late at night. Yeah, I did that. It was me. I can live with it, Jelly. I live with my decision today.
Oh.
Slowly simmering. Nice.
Boom shakalaka.
Oh no, I made Jelly's heartburn act up for Jelly.
Way to go.
It was just the thought of the pizza. I'm sorry, Jelly. I didn't mean to do it.
Oh, I missed. Wow.
So did you beat Returnal?
No, not even close. I didn't even get to the second boss.
I mean,
Like,
how many hours is this game supposed to take?
625.
It's a beast of a game, because you have to start over at the beginning every single time,
Oh, that's gonna go in the goal.
and
Thank you.
it's really
Oh
tough.
god, that was uncalled for.
It's fun though.
So
I've never had so much fun being terrible at a game before.
So when Rent was singing about all those hours, it was actually about the game Returnal.
Yeah.
That you're gonna spend 125,600. It was about minutes. They sang about minutes. That's how long Returnal's gonna take you.
Nice work. Yeah, it's gonna take some time. I think I'm gonna have to start grinding some things off stream when I have some time.
Oh yeah.
Just because it's hard.
Oh, I missed. No, get it away.
How do you keep track of what's going on in this game? We ask ourselves that all of the time, Jelly. All of the time. It doesn't help that you're watching my view, too, because most people play this game with the ball cam activated, so they'll see this the whole time. So it doesn't matter where you're driving, you can see where the ball is. But I just don't prefer that, so I like to be surprised.
Go with the ball.
What were you doing there?
There we go.
Nice shot,
Oh,
Mike.
get one more. Get one more. Nice work.
I mean, if they really wanted you to use ball cam, they'd make ball cam the default viewing option. If you have to activate something, why even put it in the game?
Ball cam is also what I call the under desk cam.
No, please no. It is 6:44 West Coast time. It is 9:44 out on the East, 2:44 for those watching GMS overseas with us. Thank you for being here on Wednesday, May 5th, 2021. And we have some news. Conan O'Brien wrapping things up on the TBS side of things, Mike, according to Frank Pelota of CNN.
Conan the comedian. He's been around for quite a while. I believe 30 years is what the in total is. However, like all great things, they must come to an end. Conan announced that in June, which is next month, because holy crap, it's May. Next month, June 24th, is going to be his last show. This is going to be the end of his CBS, not CBS, TBS, one of the BS's. It's going to be the end of his run on TBS, and after 11 years, his show is going to be over. So, forever ago, so he started off as a writer, right, on Saturday Night Live, and then he moved to taking over as the host of NBC's Late Night in 1993, taking over for David Letterman. After 16 years at Late Night, so that was like the show after the Tonight Show. Jay Leno decided to retire, so Conan O'Brien became the new Tonight Show guy, and then NBC decided he wasn't funny enough or something. I don't know why, but they tried to get Jay Leno back, which ultimately led to Conan leaving. It's into one of the greatest exits from TV ever, because he just over budgeted all of his shows at the end. And spent literally millions of dollars, which was kind of awesome. But have no fear, folks. He's not leaving. He's going to have an HBO Max show. It's going to be like a weekly variety show. However, this kind of puts an end to his career as a quote-unquote late night show host. So he's a pretty funny dude. I really enjoy Conan O'Brien. And I'm glad that he gets to continue doing, things that he really enjoys. So that's very cool. He also has a sweet podcast. So it's called Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. And he talks to a lot of famous people. And it's a lot of fun.
There was a quote in another version of the story somewhere where Conan said, I'm basically just doing and following the advice that Johnny Carson gave me way back in like the early 90s, which was get to a streaming platform as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Someday HBO Max will exist, and when it does, you should take advantage of it.
That was a hell of a center. The Conan NBC exit thing, there's so many YouTube videos about it. Especially if you want to get into the David Letterman component, because David Letterman was passed up for The Tonight Show after already being on the show that followed The Tonight Show before Conan ever existed. And Leno got The Tonight Show. And so that was already a point of contention. And CBS didn't have a late show prior to I hadn't had one
David
in quite
Letterman,
some time. You know, Ed Sullivan and all that stuff. And so they get David Letterman after that whole fiasco, and Letterman basically kind of takes over late night for a while. And then you have, in like 1994, an agreement between NBC where they renegotiate Leno's deal, but they say in 5 years, when this deal ends, Conan's going to take over The Tonight Show. And Jay agrees to this and all that. And then, 1999 happens or whenever it was, and Conan's doing The Tonight Show and everything. Jay moves into an earlier time slot, more of a prime time slot. And the show, like most variety shows of our era, it bombed. It just didn't work. And so Leno was like, I want to go back and do The Tonight Show. And so they kicked Conan out of the chair. And that's how it all started.
Which is so dumb, because the variety show, it was what Conan did was so great. Maybe it was just because the earlier time slot didn't work or whatever, but like, I mean, his show, I preferred him to Jay Leno all 100%. The time. He was such an awkward guy. And it was super funny. Like, I remember the whole him and Rebecca Romaine Stamos saga before she was Rebecca Romaine Stamos, which I don't think she is anymore. I don't know. But he would be like, he had the biggest crush on her. And during one show, he got like a kiss from her and like proceeded to just awkward out. And it was hilarious. And I mean, he was just super, super funny. He seems like more of a down to earth guy than like, you know, the guy with a car museum in his garage.
and see, I never actually found Conan all that funny, but the way that the contract and all that stuff went down, like Conan got a short end of the stick. And it was great that TBS actually picked up Conan, because it ended up being a really good run. I mean, they've been on the air for like, 12 years?
11 years.
Yeah. So that, I mean, that's a pretty good end of it, but man, what a horrible start.
I thought it was great. At the end of his NBC run, he just like spent so much money in the last like week because they were like, whatever, just do whatever you want. So he spent like what, like $5-6 million an episode in that last week, and he was like, yeah, we got fireworks now, and now we got this, and now we got that, and look, we got a Beatles song, and it was just like $2 million.
I
So,
couldn't save it.
That was just a really bad situation.
Give
But
me the tall ginger always, says Jelly. Conan fits that bill.
Concurred.
I mean, Conan's diverse in the sense that, I mean, I think he even wrote for The Simpsons for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
Conan's a very talented individual. I just never found him as the host as funny as a lot of the others. But I totally get why many people loved Conan. Because, I mean, and Conan's done some cool online content that I've liked a lot more recently.
Oh, yeah.
So, that's been cool. The other kind of sidebar of that whole saga was watching David Letterman have a chance to talk about what was going on with Leno and Conan O'Brien. So he'd be on his show on CBS. He'd be like, you'd think that I'd talk about the Leno NBC thing, but he's like, but that's so far behind me. And then he'd be like, but I just can't help myself. And so then
But
he'd
if I
start
was
talking
going to say
about
something, yeah. Because he didn't like Jay Leno. He was not a Jay Leno fan.
Correct.
Yeah. He felt that he got backstabbed, and which, I mean, maybe he did. I don't know.
I mean, all of it's plausible.
Let's go there.
I will give it that. It's all definitely plausible.
Too far.
Slowly rolling towards the goal.
Put some
Not
heat
looking
on it.
good. It's not looking good.
Way to go, Sean. Oh, I missed again.
See, I wish this is the one thing I could get better at is angling on my own crosses. Like, that's the one thing I'm not able to do very well.
Get in! Hey!
Nice.
Good
Now we just have to score
moron.
on the kickoff.
Good moron, Kiki Loa. It's good to see you.
Top of the moron.
Thanks for being here on Gaming Morning Show. We've had answers like Garfield. We've had answers like Doonesbury, which was Mike's favorite cartoon. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. That was not the case. But if you have a favorite comic strip or cartoon, that kind of thing, definitely let us know, because it's Cartoonist Day.
So close. It wasn't ending.
We tried.
We can win.
6:53 out on the West Coast, 9:53 on the East. It is 2:53 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. I think we lose Sean here in about 7 minutes. Do we lose Mike?
I'll be here until the 10 o'clock, 11. No, what time? 8 o'clock? I don't know. I'll be here for another hour.
Yay! We get Mike for another hour. Theo should be along as well. We'll do a meditation break coming up in the 8 o'clock hour as well. On Cinco de Mayo, Nail Day, International Midwife. There's a whole bunch of days. I'll recap them in the next hour. Right now, let's do birthdays. And this day in gaming history, if you have a birthday to celebrate with us, please let us know in the chat. We've had 2 so far this week. Nicole the Sim on Monday and George yesterday, which was pretty cool. The celebrity...
We got to raid Nicole last night when I was done. That was good.
What?
Did you say
Tell
happy
her
birthday plus
happy
one?
late birthday. Well, I said happy late birthday.
I mean, your words are
Or
good too.
what if it was early? An early birthday from next year.
A really early birthday.
Happy birthday
You just
well
wanted
in
to stay ahead
advance.
of it. Yeah.
There's some pretty thin birthday list today on the celebrity side of things, but
It
there is
really
one
is.
definite topical birthday because we've been talking
Yeah,
about
there is.
this person quite a bit lately.
Yeah, there is.
This is not the person. Actor John Reese Davies turned 77 today.
He's awesome.
Tell me
He's
why.
Gilly.
I don't know if it's
Gilly?
personal.
Was it Gilly? I don't know. He's the Hobbit troll man. The troll? Dwarf? A dwarf.
Hobbit
He was a
troll
dwarf
man.
in Lord of the Rings.
It
He
sounds
was
like
a little.
it sounds like a Jack Black song. I'm in troll man.
Or like like a State Farm commercial. You know, Hobbit troll man.
If we see that in our lifetime, Mike, I'm gonna be like, oh, Mike called it back in 2021.
I'm gonna sue him.
Daniel Fishel turns 40 today. Topanga, right?
Oh, Topanga. Speaking of my heart, I had a huge crush on Topanga back in the day.
I think you were the only one, though. Nobody
no
else.
one else. Nobody else.
Man,
had
I
a
think
crush on
everybody
Topanga.
had a crush on Topanga. I will say that is there another actor who has such a synonymous, like you? It's almost like Winnie from Wonder Years, right? Like you
That was
look at
my
the person,
first crush ever.
you look at that person, you're like, that person is the character name, right?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
Daniel
Topanga,
Fishel.
she'll always be. I wonder how often she goes down. People are like, Topanga! And she's like, yeah, great. It's me. I'm Danielle. Yeah, Topanga! Great.
That was a job. I did my. I worked. So it was
Good.
my job.
Contract's
Great
over.
gig.
Claus got it. McLovin. Totally. He'll never, ever be anything other than McLovin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alyssa Milano.
Sure.
I mean, Alyssa Milano. I remember Alyssa's name. I don't even remember her character name from the show that I also can't remember the name of.
She was in Charmed. Is that the show?
I remember
'Cause
Charmed.
there was another
Was
one.
the one where she
Who's
was
the boss?
littler. Who's the boss?
With
Yes,
Tony
yes.
Psycho Dancer. Alyssa Milano. No, I'm Topanga. What are you? What?
That's funny. There's a difference between hobbits and dwarves. Is there, Mike?
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, I believe Jelly, but
Dwarves are dwarves are amazing. Whenever Theo says something with a boss, now I can think of as Nobody Beats the Boss, which I know is not the name of the show.
on a very special episode of Something with a Boss.
Yeah, no. So a hobbit is the little tiny thing with the big feet that doesn't have facial hair, and then a dwarf is like a badass, like, oh, I'm gonna mess you up with a beard.
Confirmed, Jelly? Are you satisfied with our description? Caleb said, wasn't he the tallest actor in the LOTR group, too?
Yes, he was, but he played the shortest.
There you go. I think you were pretty spot on. Jellybone concurs.
Yeah.
Hobbits do go barefoot.
Hobbits.
Singer Craig David is 40. There's a lot of 40-year-olds today. Craig David is 40 today. Shave your mustache. Actor Henry Cavill is 40 today.
Shave your mustache. Okay.
Or don't shave your mustache. And Henry.
CGI your mustache.
Or he's just incredibly, incredibly sexy and likes to build computers.
That's true.
That man. Oof.
We had the Henry Cavill's birthday a couple days ago as well. When I thought that other person was the one who played Superman.
Which other person?
I don't remember his name.
Great.
His name ended in a Vil-esque sound, though.
Oh,
I could look back in our copious notes, but I don't want to.
it's
Let's
Copious?
take that. Copia, paging Copia.
Notes? You take notes?
What a great segment for Copia. Copia's notes.
Copious notes.
Yep. Copious notes.
Copia.
There's nothing else to do. So.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Copia, you need more things to do. Dwarves are also more fights and more aggressive than hobbits.
Heck yeah, they are. I identify as a dwarf.
No, please. The chat is yours.
keep
Jelly
going.
Bone.
I love it.
Well, I was actually disappointed. I thought you were swooning over Henry Cavill. So.
Oh, I am. He's amazing.
Okay. How about Adele? 33 today.
She's also amazing.
Adele is averaging nearly 1 Grammy for every 2 years of age. That's not a bad run.
And she lost a bunch of weight, and she's a huge advocate now for just do what you feel you need to do to feel better about yourself. And she's killing it, man. She is just on it. She's great. I love you, Adele. You're swell. Adele is swell.
I mean, who isn't swooning over Cavill? I mean, Henry Cavill's pretty okay. Not gonna lie. All right, any others?
I mean, yeah. It's Kurt Loder's birth. Kurt Loder is 76. Holy jeez.
Oh, the MTV News anchor.
The MTV News guy, yeah. MTV News. It's Brian Williams' 62nd birthday. Newsman Brian Williams.
I kind of feel
NBC.
like you're just scanning right now.
That I'm looking through. Yeah, well, I'm reading the list. That's what we do.
I was just like, it's like any others. I thought you'd already have them bookmarked. You're like,
No, I don't look at this until you start talking about it.
That's very GMS fashion. I'm proud of you.
And then it's also Charles Nagy's birthday, who's a former pitcher for the Indians. He's not dead,
54.
though.
No,
He's
not
just
dead.
at the bottom. He's just after all the dead people.
I mean, we could start playing Dead or Not Dead. I would have lost Randy Travis yesterday, so.
Wait, what?
I thought Randy Travis was dead, so.
Oh, I was like, he died yesterday?
No. Randy Travis is alive, very alive. Had a birthday yesterday. Is like 60 something. I thought Randy Travis was like
62. I
dead.
thought he was like 80. Yeah.
Yeah, I really did too. So,
Man,
all right.
that's sad.
This day in gaming
Also,
history.
it's Sean's birthday, too.
Whose birthday?
Sean.
Really?
Yeah, right here. This guy up here.
Yep.
He's 28.
Just agree with everything he says. Yes.
Yeah, Mike's right.
Jack said,
Yeah.
Kurt Loder always seemed to be like an older, cooler dad on MTV, so it's no surprise he's super ancient now. I mean, I am too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I agree, though. You are too what?
I mean, wasn't Kurt Loder actually like a former news person, and then they brought him over to MTV to do that? Or am I making that up?
I mean, you could be making it up. It sounds feasible.
Checks out.
He's a pretty...
I hear.
Kurt
I think I
Loder.
hear a Google race going.
He served in the 80s as the editor of Rolling Stone.
Ah,
So, yeah.
That makes sense.
not an
Kind
on-screen
of.
newsman.
Yeah.
This day in gaming history takes us back to 1951. I have not been keeping track of this, but this may be the oldest this day in gaming history. And it was 1951. We're going to go back to the Nimrod computer. That's right. Nimrod. We're in London. Ferranti shows the Nimrod computer at the Festival of Britain exhibition. The computer is based on the Mark I and is
Iron
dedicated
Man suit?
to playing the game Nim. This makes it the world's first games computer.
Not gaming, games.
That's what we're going to start calling all these, NTX and NXTX or whatever those computers are. Who makes an NTXT? Help me out. Remember the name of the company? NZXT, that's it. All of them.
Great.
Would you like to buy a new games computer? Did it have RGB? Let me look. No confirmation that there was RGB built into the Nimrod computer. I would like to see what this thing looks like. Maybe we'll post in our Discord. 94, Nintendo confirms its Project Reality video game system will be cartridge-based. I have a feeling that might have been the Virtual Boy.
Sure. Yeah.
Project Reality.
Sounds about right.
Seems right. 2004, Activision released Shrek 2 video game for GameCube and other machines. Okay, Shrek 2 makes the list. 2006, Nintendo announced there would be over 30 game titles available for the Wii within the launch window. That's not bad.
Sweet.
And 2017, Bethesda released the Prey video game for PS4 and Xbox One.
Nintendo Project Reality was the project name for the Nintendo 64.
Ooh. I'm really disappointed no one was sued on this day in gaming history. Or no laws were
Yet.
passed.
Yeah.
No one was sued yet.
Maybe the session was out at the time. But yeah,
Let me do some Googling and see who I can sue today. So next year, I can be in the gaming.
Please. All right. Well, that's your This Day in Gaming History. That's your birthdays. We'll come back next hour with our list of the day in sports. We will miss you, Sean. I hope you have a great day doing doctoral things. By the way, I think Axe said Axe was getting a sewing machine license.
Yeah, was that serious? Axe, you serious about that?
Let us know during the break, and we'll come back and talk more about it. It's Gaming Morning Show. We got to say goodbye to Sean. Goodbye, Sean. Goodbye,
Sean.
We'll miss you. It's sad.
Don't
There's tears.
don't Sean drive.
We're crying. Now it's Mike.
Sad.
And it's Ryan. Theo will be here when we come back. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv on Cartoonists Day. Let us know your favorite cartoon. We'll be back.
I love cartoons.
Message from Gaming Morning Show.
Hi, I'm Ryan from Gaming Morning Show. On behalf of everybody at GMS, a big thank you to you and everyone who's spent time with us this year.
Hi, I'm Sean from Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News Division, and I'm here to thank you for all the time you've shared with us. Whether it's sharing with us what you do on your stream, introducing us to other streamers, or heck, joining us in chat, or even guest hosting.
Oh, wow, kind of forgot that there's just pretty much the two of us, so probably not big enough staff-wise for one of these big corporate thank you videos.
about you. With honest got still, you're doing bigger things. And from what I can see, you're doing everything. Now I'm seeing everything different than I ever see before. And I'm just feeling different than I've ever felt before. And never thought that I was let myself in under place. But here I am, just doing everything that it takes. Now I see everything is changing so differently. And I just wanna be something better than we could ever imagine. I would come of a young girl who was destined for nothing, just living on. Now I'm with honest Scottsdale. Everything has changed. I've got more friends with me than I ever thought could be. With honest Scottsdale has done it for me. Everything better than Lake City ever did, you see. With honest Scottsdale is like a dream. A 13-year-old girl may close her eyes and see. With honest Scottsdale has changed the way I see myself, and you know it's everything.
In a world where keyboards just won't work, one streamer is determined to make it right.
I want a D that works. I need the D to work.
A quest that would take her on a journey of a lifetime. With her baby daddy by her side,
That's how we do, baby!
He's not my baby daddy or my anytime near soon future baby daddy.
she overcame all odds and fixed the D.
My D has been broken for so long, but I touched it. It was so good, and it feels so good to have a D that works.
This summer, Superphonic.
Sorry, Kiki.
Kiki Lowe starring The Lost City of D. A gaming morning show production. Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, List of the Day, and Sports. Find us on Facebook Gaming. Follow us on Twitter @WatchGMS. Time for hour number 2, right now.
Good morning, gamer. Gaming Morning Show continues. It is 7:11 on the West Coast. It is 10:11 out on the East Coast. 3:11 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. Thanks, everybody who's spending time with us this morning. It is Cartoonist Day, so we're asking you the question, who is your favorite comic strip artist? Maybe it is a comics artist, a cartoon that you used to watch on TV. Let us know that answer, as we are proud and thankful to welcome in our friend, Miss Theo is here this morning. Good morning, Miss Theo.
Good morning.
It is good to see you this AM. How is
Huzzah!
how is the sweetest part of the week, the middle, the sugary part of the week treating you?
Oh, is that what it's known for?
According to our friend Sports.Gaming, that's the truth. So we know.
Oh, okay.
He is a doctor.
Well, then he's to be trusted. and it is Hump Day, so I mean.
Hump Day?
Mike. What day is it? Shut up.
I bet you like that commercial because it had your name in it.
Just because something has my name in it doesn't mean it's good.
But you like that
or
commercial.
not obnoxious.
But you like that commercial, right?
No.
You're lying to me.
Yeah, fine, I do. All right, fine. You got it out of me.
You can find out more about Miss Theo by going to Instagram. I am Miss Theo on Instagram. Theo of all trades, Reiki master, musician, photographer, and egg roll extraordinaire. When is the music video out? Tomorrow?
My goodness, I know. It keeps on getting pushed back.
As anything does. I mean, that makes perfect sense.
I know. I've actually been trying. I wrote this song 2 years ago. That's how long it's taken to get this out the door. So
yeah.
But June, really, it's gonna happen in June.
Put that positive energy. Of course, you gotta launch it when it's Gemini season. So always important.
Oh, what do you know about Gemini season?
I just know everything about all of it because
Oh,
there's
yeah.
two of us all the time, constantly living in my brain.
Oh, you are a Gemini.
Of course. Yes. Geminis are the
I
best.
didn't know that.
In fact, I'm
voices are
cusp,
coming out.
so I'm pretty much Cancer and Gemini all rolled into one. So,
Oh,
welcome
so would
to
you?
my world.
Are you emotional?
Yes. Dramatically emotional.
Okay, makes sense.
Yes. Mike would know.
Gemincer. You're a Gemincer.
Mike
Ooh,
is
I
so
like that.
Mike. I'm not used to having you like not in
I
the
know,
chat.
right? It's
This is
weird.
so awesome.
I'm cutting it close for my morning meeting because I was like, you know what, whatever. I'm just gonna. I don't get to be on with Theo often, so I'm gonna take advantage of being
Excited.
of working way too many hours the last 2 days,
Ugh.
and being able to cut back today. So
I mean, to be
Yay.
honest, we're all better for it. So I'm happy that you're
True.
here. More voices, the better on the show for sure. We got the top 10 greatest syndicated comic strips in American history coming up in about 10 minutes from now. So I asked that question, Theo. That's our topic of the day on Cartoonist Day. Does anything come to mind? Did you have a favorite comic strip growing up? A favorite cartoon? Is there like just a comic book that kind of tickled your fancy? What was your outlook on that?
Okay, we're talking about if we're talking about stuff that like we grew up on. Now there's just a specific scene that came to mind when you asked this.
oh gosh,
Did, did you guys ever see Looney Tunes, the babies, like the baby version?
Yes. Yes.
yeah, Tiny
Right.
Toons, yeah.
Tiny Toons, that's what it is. And there's a version, there's a episode where the baby Porky Pig is being haunted by a slice of chocolate cake from the refrigerator. And the chocolate cake's like, eat me. And so like baby Porky Pig like comes out of his room and sees this scary chocolate cake, like, eat me. And he's tempted to eat it, obviously. And for some reason, I always related to that because I am Porky.
That is one of the best answers I've ever heard in my life.
Absolutely.
It's not just that you had a specific cartoon that you liked. You remember the chocolate cake haunting of
Yeah,
baby
you remember
Porky Pig.
the thing.
Because that is what happens to me. Food haunts me in my dreams. Like literally, I'm not even joking. I'll be like laying in bed and I'm like, you're a little hungry. No, you're not. No, you're a little hungry. Remember that thing that you left in the fridge for later? Well, now it's later. No, don't get up. Don't get up. No, get up. and then most of the time I get up because I can't stop thinking about it until I.
So you would probably be in my camp, which was last night at about 1:45. I remembered I had a piece of stuffed crust pizza in my fridge,
Yeah.
and so I went to town.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? Pizza Hut?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
How is it?
It was amazing. It was really good. It was very crispy.
Because Pizza Hut's not the same as it used to be,
I know.
right? I know.
Nothing is. Let's be real.
I mean,
They've changed all the good foods.
that's the way everything though is. When we were kids, it was always better when we were kids because we were kids. So
True.
I mean, you just remember it more fondly. Plus, I mean, Pizza Hut had those badass Land Before Time hand puppets. So
That smelled really awkward. Yeah, I love those things. And your hand smelled weird, and you're like, ugh.
didn't
Yeah.
stop you from playing with them though.
Oh no, not at all. You just wash your hands afterwards. See, we don't do a whole lot of takeout pizza now. We make it at home, and once I learned how to make pizza dough, that's what we do. And then I taught myself how to do the stuffed crust. All you need is some of the whatchamacallit, the mozzarella stick string cheese. Yeah, you just put that in there, roll it over, boom, stuffed crust.
Wait, do you have like a pizza oven or you use?
I have an oven.
I mean, obviously it works.
I call it the pizza oven when I'm
When
cooking
making
pizza. in it,
pizza, it's the pizza oven. And if you accidentally put some wood in the bottom of it and it starts on fire, then it's a wood-fired pizza oven.
There you go. Yeah, Megan would love that.
Gaming Morning
Okay,
Show does
I'm
not
gonna-
condone putting that into your oven.
Yeah, don't do it.
Okay, I'm gonna put this out into the universe that
Mm-hmm.
one day you guys are gonna come down to LA and we're gonna have a GMS like party or something because
Heck yeah.
I love pizza. I love pizza so much that for fun I joined a catering company just so I could like give people pizza for fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
And then I met one of my coworkers there who's a za master Oh my gosh, he makes the best dough, best pizza, and he's come and done pizza parties for me before. His name's Chris. Shout out to you, Chris, and Poppin' Pies, Poppin' Pies in Joshua Tree, Palm Springs.
All right, now we need to know.
Pizza party.
Yeah. Now we need to know, Mike. So we know that Chris M.E. lives in Southern California.
Yep.
Is the pizza master, in fact, Chris M.E.? Theo, what's the answer? Oh,
Unfortunately, no.
what a letdown.
The other Chris.
There's only two in all of LA.
In all of the world.
Yes, exactly.
There's two Chris's.
The only two that matter.
There's Chris M.E. and then there's Pizza Master Chris.
Ooh, those just both very good names. Kajito, food moron to you, Kajito.
Top of the moron.
It is good to see you. Thank you for the host on Twitch. We appreciate that very much. And also, good moron.
Good moron.
To you, engine number 9. Super is here as well. K-Laugh's been hanging out the majority of the morning. Axe is busy studying for a sewing license, which my understanding, Mike, is Axe confirmed that is true.
I don't know how to.
Yeah.
Act in the Discord. I need you to explain what are you gonna do? Are you gonna become a seamstress? Are you gonna like make flags? Are you gonna sew little little vests for dogs? What's the plan here? That's actually really cool.
It's very bizarre.
I can break my sewing machine really easily.
Wait, you have a sewing machine?
Well, my wife does. I'm not allowed to touch it. Yeah.
I was really impressed. I was like, wait, you make your own pizza dough and you have your sewing machine. Wait, but you
No,
don't
I'm the cooking guy. I make my
amazing.
own pizza. I make sushi.
Ooh.
I make a bread.
Wow.
Cereal.
Wait, you make cereal?
Yeah, I put it in the bowl and then put milk in it. And
it's some of the most amazing cereal you'll ever have in your life.
Whoa.
Cereal.
Whoa, that's like high level. That's high level.
But no, I fancy myself. I have my own TV show, my own cooking show. While I'm alone in my kitchen, I talk to nobody and act like I'm explaining the things. It's great.
Mike, I'm not gonna lie though.
Barbecue master.
If you ever did a cooking stream, I would totally watch.
No, I was gonna say, I was like,
A few folks have asked for me to do a sushi stream, so I might do that.
Yeah, I'd be interested in that for sure.
So what's like the sushi vibe out where you're at?
Oh, no.
I live in Indiana.
I know. That's all I was like.
So-
What's the access? What's the fish like?
We have a lot of lake fish.
Oh.
So,
Wait, is that
but
what
I've
you're-
never put that on sushi because that would be gross. However, there is other stuff. I don't know. There's one place that actually has a semi-fresh fish market. It's not like the freshest, but they sell sushi grade fish and it's actually really good. So outside of that, it's really gross. Because Indiana.
A couple of things from chat, and we're playing words on stream, so if you do want to put words into the chat, you're welcome to do so. Or if you are not on Twitch, you can just scan that QR code and play with us as well. We're just underway. Jack said the stream is 100 light bulbs brighter, yet 10 times more relaxed when Theo is on. Jack is a big fan of yours. Kajito is calling for the GMS Roadshow, which by all means is in our head for sure. And then Kiki's asking, can we meet in LA when we're there too next year? LA is one of the easiest places, especially for Sean and me, to fly because Portland to LA has frequent like $100 tickets. So yes, absolutely, we'll make sure to try to make that happen. We also had news that somebody we know is moving to San Francisco, which would be awesome. A meeting point between Chris, ME, and like Mad Artisan and Gaming Morning Show. Dr. Chick's up in Seattle as well, so we might have a whole West Coast tour of Gaming Morning Show in the future. But the only thing that I will say is Mike and Theo have to make us food. So.
Well, I live in Indiana, so
you'd have to come out.
Well, obviously you'd come out.
I don't like flying.
Oh, I forgot. We got to come to Indiana.
Do you really not like flying?
I hate flying.
Like scared or you just hate it?
Yes.
Okay.
It's an anxiety thing for me.
Totally.
And actually, when my wife and I got married, we got married in upstate New York, and we were living in Portland at the time. So we flew, and everything was great. And then on the way back, I had like the worst panic attack between Albany and Chicago, and I wouldn't get on the plane. So my wife got on the plane and flew home, and I took a train from Chicago to Portland.
She was like, peace.
She had to work the next day, so she's like,
Oh.
I gotta go, and I was like, okay. And we had a dog, so we had to go get the dog. So I was like, fine. So I spent 55 hours on an Amtrak train, and there was a little kid behind me who had one of those like talking books, and the whole freaking time the little butt face kept hitting the Wolverine claws. So all you kept hearing was shing, 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 and I just wanted to kick him. So
Now,
I was like, I'm not gonna hit a kid. It's fine.
Was it worth it? Was it worth it?
No.
It wasn't worth getting married.
No.
No, not at all. Not at all. No, it was really pretty because the Amtrak goes up through Wisconsin, like up through Montana, Idaho, into Washington, down to Portland. I mean, it was gorgeous. It was really beautiful. But the next time I would definitely shell out the extra money for like a sleeping car. So.
Oh, okay. So I thought maybe you're like, no, next time I'm getting on that plane. No, okay. You're getting a sleeping car.
I'll try the plane thing. I mean, I don't know. It's weird. I don't like the whole like. I hate roller coasters. Right. The feeling of the up and down sucks. And I remember when we were in the airport, some guy was like, "Just think of it like a car." You know, it's like when you hit a pothole. It's like, yeah, but when you hit a pothole, it's like 2 inches. Like turbulence in a plane's like 50 feet. You know, I was like, wow.
No, yeah.
So.
No, totally understandable.
Hate planes. They're stupid.
It is 7:25 on the West Coast, 10:25 out on the East, 3:25 for those watching in the UK. Kalaf didn't realize we were playing a game. Honestly, Kalaf, we didn't give you much of a heads up, but nice work for getting curious, whoever that was. We'll play more words on stream after this top 10 list that we have for you. We also have news about Disney unveiling a lightsaber, and I see quote-unquote real lightsaber. So we'll see how that works out. Big thanks to Kajito and Aura for the hosts this morning on Twitch, along with AJ and Axe as well. And good moron to you, Chrissy Icky. Thank you for being here as well. Let's give you the top 10 greatest syndicated comic strips in American history. We do that because today is Cartoonists Day. So if you have a favorite comic strip or a very, very specific cartoon memory, like our friend Miss Theo, who remembered the chocolate cake and baby Porky Pig,
haunting her,
you can let us know about that as well. Number 10 on this list that comes from listverse.com.
10.
It's by Flamehorse was the author of this article. The first one was Crazy Cat, and it was written in the 1913 time frame to 1944, ran in newspapers. It was kind of like a Coyote and Roadrunner cartoon. That was one of the primary influences. The standard comedy of the strip is good old-fashioned slapstick, but it has an air of surrealism about it that lends a timeless quality. Different characters like Crazy Cat and Afisa Bullpup and Ignatz Mouse.
You're doing great.
Ignatz.
I hate Ignatz. They just fly everywhere and you gotta swat them.
Apparently there was brick throwing. It was a whole adventure. Crazy Cat is number 10 on the list. Number 9.
Number 9 is Liberty Meadows by Frank Cho. Sounds like one of those like Doonesbury kind of ones. Frank Cho syndicated Liberty Meadows from 97 through 2001. He also published it as a standalone comic book until 2004 and again in 2006. He tried really hard. This comic fought with its syndicates more than most others since those newspapers required G-rated material, PG at most. They banned bad words, scantily clad characters, and sex. And Liberty Meadows indulges diabetically? I think they're going for diabolically. Yeah, I think. Oh man! Oh, diabolically.
Can we get an editor, please?
The humor is more or less the same as the old Looney Tunes shorts. Really? Wow. Okay. Fast-paced and ridiculously slapstick with the characters beating each other with a variety of hilarious weapons. This is the weirdest, most difficult thing to follow. So apparently there was sex and Looney Tunes. So we're just gonna go with that.
So imagine the Roadrunner, right? and the Coyote, but they were getting after it. If you know what I mean.
They were making love.
Yeah,
then
that's pretty much what that.
What?
Right, number 8.
It's Looney Tunes After Hours.
Yeah, there you go.
Looney Tunes After Dark.
I love that show.
Number 8, Theo.
Oh, Garfield. What? Okay, now I was kind of creeped out by Garfield for some reason growing up.
Like the cat itself?
Yeah. I think it was his like aura.
You mean lasagna?
I don't
think
know
that's
what
his
it
aura.
was.
Maybe-
I don't know what he was just always so like blah, blah.
Hmm.
But I know there's a live action one that I saw. I think it's on Disney Plus, and I almost played it for some reason because I was curious. So I might watch it.
Wasn't like that the Bill Murray movie, and like Bill Murray's like biggest mistake was Garfield. They even pan it in Zombieland.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think Bill Murray
But
voiced
probably.
Garfield in the movies.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
I had
boy.
never heard the bad aura thing from Garfield, but I also completely get it. At the same time, my favorite like mock comic strip is Garfield without Garfield, where you kind of see John's like mental state deteriorate in front of you.
yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
K-Laugh read my mind. Garfield minus Garfield is one of the favorite fan creations for sure, and that's where that bad aura vibe definitely comes out. So maybe you were ahead of your time, Theo. Maybe.
I was sensing that energy, you know what I mean, from Garfield. Well, you know who else actually gave me more creepy vibes is Alf. Remember Alf?
Alf
Alf is great. Don't
What?
hurt Alf.
Creepy.
Don't
Alf.
speak Alf's name.
I don't know.
Thank you.
Man, I think it's the way he looked. He creeped me out.
No, Alf was
He
very
was so
yeah,
cute and
I'm sorry.
adorable.
I'm
very
sorry.
nice voice. Alf was
Are we talking about the same Alf?
And he looks so soft.
he was calm. Ate cats.
Which I think is a euphemism, by the way.
Oh,
Just saying.
Is this a fan theory or is this a Mike theory?
This is just- I don't know. It just popped in my head theory.
it's a good one.
We should
it's a
play
good one.
that
It's a good one. It's a good one.
Number 7 on this list is Little
Just keep
Abner. Al Cap wrote this thing for 43 years. It's two tiny parents, Mommy or Mammy and Pappy, and it's supposed to be funny. I have no clue. I've heard of Little Abner. It looks like it was written by like the same people who did the Archie comics.
Probably.
R.I.P. Jessica Walters, by the way.
Apparently, according to the Flame, what's the name of this author? Flame
Horse.
Horse. This
Yeah,
is
so-
where Sadie Hawkins came from. Probably the most famous character from the strip is Sadie Hawkins, since the fictional Sadie Hawkins Day dances are actually observed at numerous high schools around the United States.
Interesting.
We called it Morp at our high school, which is prom backwards.
Ah, nice.
That was actually the follow-up to Elf.
Morp. That's his cousin. Cousin Morp. Number 6 is my dad's favorite comic strip, actually. It's Opus. So Opus is one of the more adorable comics here, due in large part to Opus the Penguin's gigantic nose and extreme naivete. But the other character gives it some raucous humor and often stray into the realm of politics, one of the few strips to be deliberately ended by its creator. Berkeley breathed. Opus ran from 2003 to 2008. Over the course of the strip's storyline, the title character returned from Antarctica to his old home in Bloom County. What?
Bloomington,
Oh, but he was
Indiana?
from... Yeah, like he was originally from the Falkland Islands.
What was the name of the author?
Berkeley breathed.
It's a good name. I like that name.
But I remember my dad would read this, and the timeline is weird because I feel like it was earlier, but maybe I'm just misremembering. But my dad really liked Opus, and I remember reading it on the Sunday in the Sunday strips,
5.
as they say.
I imagine you as a child like pulling up to the table with a little cup of tea, flipping out the cartoons.
What's really funny, Theo, is minus the tea. Replace tea with apple juice and you got it. Like I would every night I would read the paper at the dinner table. I would go through the sports section and through the other stuff. Going back to when I was like 7.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I love it. That's so vintage.
It's because I'm old, Theo. Thanks.
I do love newspapers though. Okay, 5. Doonesbury. Doonesbury is one of the most political strips to appear on the actual funny pages. Gary Trudeau is liberal, and yet the strip is quite popular with both sides of the aisle. Trudeau first wrote Bull Tales, a strip for Yale University's student paper. Doonesbury is a continuation of the same characters plus many new ones. This was the first comic strip to win a Pulitzer Prize.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I know. But wait, there's more. It is probably the most notable strip to actually age its characters instead of leaving them time locked on one age decade after decade at home. Makes sense too. Now, there are quite a few openly gay characters in the strip, and it has acquired its fair share of controversy over the years because of this and its political nature. Trudeau has no fear at all and writes his stories according to his own sense of appropriateness. He wrote out Andy Lippincott, a gay character in 1990, as dying of AIDS. Oh, wow. It has been dropped from well over a dozen major newspapers over the last 4 decades, only to be revived to quell the clamoring of fans.
I mean, Mike and I talked about this in the first hour. I mean, we remembered Doonesbury being on the comic strip, pages well early, right? But it was well over our heads too. So,
totally. Yeah, it always seemed more serious, and so I kind of went away from that. as a child, I was like, "What's this?"
Good morning, Kate Zaid. It is good to see you this morning. Also, Chris M.E. is checking in a little bit early. We're telling you the top 10 cartoons syndicated in American history. Mike is back. It's good to see you. You seem like you just woke back up.
He's like a robot. He just ran out of batteries.
He's catching up. He's gonna be back. I promise.
Oh, I froze again.
Maybe it was Skynet.
Okay.
You were froze for a very long time, and then you just went through your sped up robot phase.
Sweet. I was wondering why you wouldn't let me talk. I was like, why won't you just let me say what I'm saying?
Oh my god, that's so funny. I thought you were just really quiet.
I'm going to give you the top 4, and then y'all can tell me if you like any of these. Peanuts is number 4 on this list. Pogo is number 3 on the list. Then there's The Far Side at number 2, and number 1 on this list is Calvin and Hobbes. There's pretty good. I know 3 of the 4 up there I really enjoyed for sure.
Never heard of Pogo.
I hadn't heard of Pogo either.
But I adore The Far Side.
That's what you said was your favorite of all time when it came to comic strips, right?
Absolutely, because it's just so funny and it's so true to life.
Agreed.
So yeah.
Calvin and Hobbes is my favorite, which was what Chrissy said up there as well. Spent hours reading Calvin and Hobbes collections and stuff. Chrissy also said favorite cartoon was Rugrats, which Rugrats is a very dark fan theory as well. So
yes, it is.
Oh, what's
the older one's name, Mike? Do you remember? Angelica, right?
Yeah.
So the theory is that Angelica is an orphan because her parents and all the young kids are dead, and it's a tale of Angelica's mental breakdown at the grief of losing all of her family. So
because we really like to take fun-loving, beautiful things and turn them into really terrible, scary.
We sure do.
That's so sad.
Dark stuff.
That's life. Life.
Oh, did it not?
Purple.
Did it not copy over?
Wait, do you guys like anime?
Somewhat.
So there is this really popular anime house or animation house in Japan called from films of Miyazaki, like Howl's Moving Castle or Spirited Away, or any of that sound familiar? Probably not. But
no.
But for people who maybe are in chat who haven't, just definitely check it out. It's amazing. It's like Japanese version of Disney in a way, but they touch upon environmental issues and deeper issues and stuff in their stores. But
what's it called?
Miyazaki. I think. Let me put this.
Put some, or in the Discord even, if you can. That would be huge, so that we have access to it after the fact. Good morning, Digital Doc. Theo, Ryan, and Mike with you on this Wednesday. We are playing some words on stream this morning. Coming up in about 13 minutes, we'll have sports. Digital Doc is doing some cool things, including talking about how the video game world mixes with the health world as well. Be sure to check out Digital Doc on YouTube. I'll share a link for that coming up in just a little bit. It is Cinco de Mayo. It is Nail Day, International Midwives Day, Hoagie Day, Revenge of the 5th. It is World Maths Day, that is plural, School Nurse Day, National Silence the Shame Day. It is National Astronaut Day, National Totally Chipotle Day, National Bike to School Day, National Skilled Trades Day, and National Interpreter Day, as well as my favorite day of the day, quite possibly in the history of all of the days of the day. It is Hug a Shed and Take a Selfie.
Wait, hug a shed?
I'm going to repeat that. It is Hug a Shed and Take a Selfie. It does not Hug a Shed and Take a Selfie day, nor week, or anything else. It is simply written, Hug a Shed and Take a Selfie. And I have no desire whatsoever to find out more about this day. I just want to live in the mystery of it. That's important to me. So that's what we're going to do.
Okay, then.
Hug a shed, ride a cow. Anyway,
oh my God.
AJ is in the lead, 18 stars. K-Laugh had 17, and Aura had 16. As we move on to the next level of words on stream. Mike, you're back. We missed you.
Yeah, I'm back. Stupid internet.
Don't let go.
Did you blow into the cartridge?
Let's bury all the lines.
Uh-oh.
Eh?
It's not getting any better. Mike's in some deep thought right now. Mike's doing a pre-meditation meditation. Maybe Mike's paying a penalty right now for staying longer than he was supposed to. The universe knew. It was like, listen, you wanted to stay longer? You wanted to stretch things out? We're going to show you. We could see you again, but I wouldn't rush it. Just ease into it. Little non-verbal's good right now. Okay? Just don't use the microphone for a sec. Yeah, just stare right into our souls really quick, please. Just make us feel it. No, keep staring. Yeah, make us know. I want to feel your anger really quick. Okay? I want to know what it's like to be so frustrated with the world. Okay. Yeah, just really, really get in there. Oh, yeah. That's nice.
I'm like, should I exit? Because I feel like I'm like...
No. It's always good to have observers as well.
Yeah, your voice was like, sounded like we were turning into something else.
Oh, yes, of course.
I never knew Nutella was so erotic. I never knew Nutella was so erotic.
Wait.
You know what they say about a big deck.
That kind of thing is what you were thinking we were turning into?
Yes, I didn't know Bob had such a sexy voice. You turned that flame on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That really does it for me.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Mike.
Hey.
What you been doing?
Just teething.
So I believe you said. Yeah, I was gonna say, I believe you said seething, but I also heard teething.
No, I'm definitely not teething. I'm great.
I don't believe you.
I'm fine. I'm totally fine.
Just so you know, if it happens again, I'm leaving. So
Zesty.
For some reason, my internet has decided that it's had enough, and it's gonna do its thing.
Maybe it was Skynet.
Maybe.
Well, Bob has some pretty good theories.
Maybe it's the Germans. Maybe it's the Russians. Maybe, who knows?
You know what's the most frustrating part about that is I believe we had a conversation where you said, no, I pay for the big pipe, if you will, with the internet. That's the worst, is when you know that like you pay for the tier that's supposed to have enough bandwidth you could fit the entire internet through it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and then it buffers.
You pay with the big pipe? Is that what you said?
Yeah, like imagine bandwidth is a big pipe and you could just shove all the internet through
well, I was obviously
not where we were going.
Oh wait, were you back to Nutella?
I never knew Nutella.
Nope, I don't think it was Nutella. I think it was another herbal supplement, but I don't think it was Nutella.
Oh, gotcha. That
no, I was not thinking that. I was thinking Nutella for sure. But now I'll take both.
Okay. Bob, are we doing okay with this segment?
Bob likes it.
All right, Bob's okay with it. The real AJ Storm has a 55-star lead. K-Laugh at 31 stars, and Chrissy Icky in the podium position with an 18-star round, now in third position.
Chrissy's also getting demanding too. Just because she's on the podium, she says,
I love
"Hey,
that.
maybe we should see your faces."
We were busy trying to spotlight you, Chrissy. We wanted to put you on the forefront. Okay, we as the hosts are not important. We wanted you to see. We wanted to see your name and lights.
I know.
It's part of the game, Mike.
No, Mike, you and I. Same
Thank
thing.
you. I was like, what? What's AJ? What?
Wait, do we remember that song? Oh, Laos. That's where my parents are from. That song from Bush. Swallowed, hollowed.
No.
No, you don't remember? Oh my God. Do you remember Bush?
I remember Glycerine.
Yeah. It happened after Glycerine, I think.
Wasn't the lead singer of Bush married to Gwen Stefani?
Yes, he
was, and then it became Blake.
Wait, the lead singer of
Blake.
Bush became Blake Shelton?
Yep. He had a region reassignment where he went from an English guy to a Southern guy.
Into Gaming Morning Show, breaking news of like 10 years ago. In fact, I want to keep saying Gavin DeGraw, which was not the lead singer of Bush by any
But you're
means.
close.
I know, I'm not far.
Gavin.
Do you Gavin something, right?
Rosdale.
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 Eventually morphed into Blake Shelton. You heard it here first.
He just he went and had his voice box replaced, so it went from very nice Englishman to Blake Shelton Southern thing. He had some lifts put in the bottom of his feet, so he was taller.
All right, Chrissy, I'm just putting the leaderboard on for just a second, okay? The real AJ is up at 77 stars. K-Laugh has 63, and you, Chrissy, the main reason we're putting this full screen.
Get it off.
46 stars. You were on the podium, and we want to spotlight that. But now we'll bring Mike back. I know you were upset that you didn't get to see Mike for a little bit. Mike's back, okay? That lush beard and beautiful hat, okay? Everything's going to be okay. Please don't yell at me again. I'm sorry.
Why are you yelling?
K-Laugh was like, is that like Hootie and the Blowfish becoming Darius Rucker? Yeah, Hootie, did you change your name to Darius Rucker?
Gosh.
Apparently, and Darius Rucker is very good friends with Dan Patrick from the Dan Patrick Show.
It's hilarious.
And he talks about this all the time, that people always thought his name was Hootie. He's like, no, Darius. Hootie's just the band. So
Makes sense, though,
I know. No, I could see how at least it happened.
Yeah.
We got Scott Chick in the chat. Wage is here. Good moron to Wage and Scott Chick. And of course, with Austin Attack 12 not being here, you are now Deputy Cat Petter has been activated, Scott Chick, so you must fulfill your duties, please. We do have a fake letter, so if you do notice the fake letter, please let us know in the chat. Chrissy, it just felt like an important conversation to be. Chrissy, listen, I have learned my lesson. Next time I want to put you up on a pedestal and make sure that you shine, I will think against it. So, I don't want to, make that pressure happen.
It's G.
Don't
The
be
fake
rude,
letter
Ryan.
is G.
Oh man, then my word did not.
G is fake according to AJ as well, so I think we have consensus.
G.
What?
Don't eat the red rope licorice.
Excuse me.
I love red rope licorice.
I have an important announcement to make. Do not eat the red rope licorice.
is tainted. Do not eat the red rope licorice.
Oh my gosh. Wayne's World is such a good... Yeah.
Like, okay, thank you. I was like, where is this from?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my
Wayne's
God.
World.
You made me start thinking of Dana Carvey in the laundromat when he's like dancing over to...
Oh, yeah.
Foxy.
Dun, dun.
Oh, man.
Man.
So good. Such a good movie.
I love the left turns this show takes. Makes it...
We are the NASCAR of the of the radio world.
Only left turns.
Oh, ha, got it.
All right, let's see what... All right, we got...
Took me a second.
We got 14 to 20 there, so we are skipping 2 levels. And right now, as we head into our break, Real AJ has the lead, 95 stars, ahead of 67 from K-Laugh, and Chrissy Icky has 61. Kajito off the podium with 47 stars. Gaming Morning Show continues, hanging out with Miss Theo and Mike. I am Ryan. It's 7:48 out on the West Coast, 10:48 out on the East, and 3:48 for those watching in the UK. Mike, there's a story from The Verge about a real lightsaber. Is that actually coming from Disney?
So when they say real, they don't mean like you can cut things with it. Even though one of those do exist, and if I can find that article, I'll post it in Discord. But this is Disney has finally showed off its first look at its real retractable lightsaber, which the company started teasing all the way back in April with a video showing the saber in action, and it looks really cool. So it is there's a lightsaber, right? And it looks like the base looks like the crappy ones you buy in the store. And when you press the button, it retracts up, kind of looking like a real lightsaber. So Ryan posted the article. You should look at it because it has there's a video of it and it looks insane. So the announcement didn't go into too many details though on how it works. But some clever minds on the internet have managed to piece together a rough idea from Disney's patent filings. Wow. The broad strokes are that the new blade almost works like a modified motorized tape measure, which I didn't know were a thing, retracting and extending a sheet of plastic and LED lights to mimic the ignition effect. But the way it's made, it looks like one continuous piece that comes up kind of like a true-to-life lightsaber.
Wow.
So it's pretty cool, and it's part of the Disney's upcoming Star Wars Galactic Cruiser Immersive Hotel, which promises to take the initial premise of its Galaxy Edge Park and expand it into a Westworld-style interactive two-night Star Wars adventure. Wow. So that's pretty neat, minus the fact that in Westworld, the robots become real and murder everybody.
Yeah.
So
other than that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Let's not make real robots.
No, but that's still really cool. I think it's pretty neat how they're gonna A, they're having this experience, and B, how it looks like a real lightsaber. So
wait, did you say it's coming to Disneyland?
It didn't say land or world.
Oh, okay.
But based on the fact that they talk about Galaxy, because Galaxy's Edge, I guess it's in both, isn't it? I would assume they'll probably end up doing it in both, because I mean, people are going to shell out stupid amounts of money to do a 2-night immersive event. So
that sounds amazing. And have you guys seen the photos of like Disneyland's grand reopening that happened a few days ago? People are just crying like entering the park. Like Chris
MU was there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, you were
on Thursday. Yeah.
You what?
Did you
cry?
cry?
My gosh. So lucky.
Kylo Ren tried to get him to be his friend, and he said no.
Wow.
I'm really excited that one of my nephews, who was just born last year, his name is Kylo, after Kylo Ren.
Nice.
I know, right?
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife's not into stuff like that. I tried to name our daughter Shay as a homage to Shea Stadium, and she was like, "I'll not have my child named after a stadium." I was like, "But it's a great name."
I was gonna say you did it really well. Like that's one.
Yeah,
it wasn't like you asked for Espen, right?
Can we name her Cellular Field?
Yeah, exactly. Or like Target Stadium. Yeah.
Target Stadium.
Target Sta for short.
Yeah, Target. Target.
Kylo's a really cool name too.
Yes. Well, Kylo, and then the older brother, his name is Cade, so it's Cade and Kylo, which is so.
Is his middle name Ren? Because that would be sick.
I know. Watch him start just like having dark forces, start acting like Kylo.
How did he get the bottle? It was on the table. Now, how does he have it?
Exactly.
And the kid's like,
That would be amazing.
We had Digital Doc, while you're telling the story, my favorite part of that was all caps. How does it work, Mike? As you were saying, basically, I don't know how this thing works. And it was my favorite part of that last story.
It goes up and then lights up, and then, hey, there you go.
Tabs is here as well this morning. Good morning, Tabs. Lady K said, I'd rather be drained by a vampire, more likely to happen and more entertaining. Then what?
Being murdered by a robot, I hope.
Oh, yeah. It's all great. That story is wonderful. If you just take out the robot murder. You just remove the robot murder.
Yeah,
It's fine.
just remove the robot altogether. But Chris has a really good point. In the past, the retractable lightsabers, they've always looked super janky because they're like the cones that just collapse on themselves. But this one, it looks really cool. I would recommend that you take the few minutes to look at the YouTube video.
We will also post that on our Twitter at WatchGMS and in our Discord at some point today. Really quick, sports at 7:53. Santiago Sosa scored for Atlanta in the CONCACAF semifinals, and Philadelphia prevailed 4-1 over Atlanta. So there you go. There's also some news about like the Italian Olympic Committee trying to vaccinate the entire team for the Tokyo Games. Again, this is a giant cluster still, in my opinion. But
oh my god,
yeah. As of Tuesday, 237 Italians have qualified for the Olympics, according to the Associated Press. This opens July. You remember how you said earlier, Mike, that it's like coming out in June? You're like, oh my god, June is next month. We're like
July is like two
we're
days
like
away.
2.5 months away from the Olympics. They're gonna try to keep everyone in a bubble.
There's nothing that could go wrong with it. Nothing. This is going to be perfect. Not like 1,000 people are going to get COVID.
I mean, look at what's happening in places like India. Do we really need to have an Olympics game? Like, well, just remember that the 2020 Olympics didn't happen. It sucks. But in like 20 years, can't it just be like a footnote in time? Like, I don't know. This one makes me super nervous. You're bringing so many people from so over the place.
No, we have to have the Olympics. It's a thing, you know. Yeah, Olympics.
I also think it's ironic that we can all get together as different countries for the Olympics.
Right.
But we can't get our ish together.
Elsewise, yeah.
Elsewhere.
Well, but with the Olympics thing though, it's more of a we don't really care. We're just gonna roll with it, you know, as opposed to like. Yep. It makes me sick to think of how much misinformation is out there and how many people just blindly buy into it, and then they have the opinions like, oh, the Olympics are fine, like they can totally do that. Look, MLS last year, they had their little thing and everyone was good. And it's like, well, this is like, you know, 20 teams or whatever with a very small bubble from one area. Like,
exactly.
So I mean, I've seen people talking about plans for the Olympics, how they want the athletes to come in and quarantine for 2 weeks, and then there are countries that are like, no, we're not going to do that. Like, that's just silly. Like, what's silly about it? If you're going to do it, at least do it right.
Right.
So I don't know. It's
Digital Doc said, well, to be fair, we don't really know what happens if we don't have the Olympics. The world could explode. Are the Olympics actually like a real-life Mortal Kombat and we had no clue?
No, the Olympics are more like Lost, where he's got to press the buttons every however many hours. If you don't do it within the appropriate timeline, the world just collapses upon itself.
That seems
Thanks,
plausible.
John Locke. Yeah.
Would it be directed by Michael Bay? Possibly. There could be definitely explosions, for sure. Tabso, also congratulations on your 3-0 perfect game in the arena. I'm proud of you.
Lawless.
For that. If you didn't know, Chris M.E. did inform us that with the lightsabers, the one that you make at Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland is apparently all still one piece. It does not, in fact, retract.
No, it's just one big one. Yeah.
All right.
Which is still amazing. So.
It is 7:56. We have to say goodbye to Mike and get into our meditation break with Theo. I will not forget this time. Mike, I'm sorry your internet bugged out on you, but I am happy that you got to stay for an extra hour.
That's wonderful.
It's great to have you, man.
Oh my gosh, seriously.
We're hard pants, so.
Oh, boo.
You got to go put on the hard pants?
I put them on in the last break because I literally have to like run out the door as soon as I disconnect.
You actually have to leave your house.
Yeah. I have a really stupid busy afternoon. Right, I don't like busy afternoons. I just want to stay at home.
We will wish you the best of luck. Virtual hug. Everyone say goodbye to Mike. Goodbye, Mike.
See you tomorrow.
Goodbye. Bye.
With everything.
All right, it's just going to be Theo and me for the final hour. We'll play more words on stream. Chrissy, we will let you have a chance to stay on the podium, so stick around for that. We also have next hour community games, which will probably honestly be just words on stream. We'll keep playing that. Takeaways that were pretty okay. We will also have our clip of the day. It's all ahead of us on this edition of Gaming Morning Show. For those who just joined us, like Makita and Tabso, it is Cartoonists Day. So we are asking, what is your favorite comic strip, or cartoon? Please let us know in the chat, And with that, let's send it to our meditation break with the one, the only Reiki Master Extraordinaire, Miss Theo. And we do that now on Gaming Morning Show.
Thank you. And do you mind adding some music, Ryan? Appreciate it. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be. You are all welcome here on GMS. Today, we are going to focus on connecting with our inner child, because let's be real, as we grow up, we tend to forget about the wants and desires that we had when we were younger, when problems weren't so big at the time and life was a little more simpler. So let's just take this time for us right now. If you are listening to me, go ahead and find a comfortable space. Close your eyes just to get in this moment right here. Taking 3 deep breaths in and out. And with every inhale, you're inhaling beautiful light and love. And as you exhale, you're exhaling anything that no longer serves you in this moment, whether that's a negative way of talking to yourself or believing what other people say about you that may not be true, not believing you're good enough to accomplish your goals, or maybe someone's not being very nice to you, just that energy that's clung onto you. Exhale all of that energy out. All right. Now, as your eyes are closed, sitting or laying there, your hands on your lap with your palms facing open to receive, or your palms face down to help ground you. But imagine that we're sitting in this beautiful little garden, almost like a secret garden, full of lush greenery, trees, bushes, beautiful flowers, with the sun peeking through the top of the tree. And little peaks of that warm sunlight touching your face, warming your skin from your face all the way down to your toes. Take in the environment. What does it smell like? Can you smell the leaves? Can you smell nature? Can you feel and smell the breeze kiss across your skin? Digging your feet into the ground, feeling that earth beneath you, holding a foundation for you to stand on. And as you look up ahead of you, you notice a path, a lit path that takes you to a beautiful crystal pond. When you arrive there, you notice birds chirping all around you with life and love. It is springtime, about to be summer. Everyone's out here to play, to live, to revive themselves. And as you get to this little pond, go ahead and just look over. Look into that pond and look at your reflection. Who do you see? What do you want to tell yourself? Is there anything that you've been ignoring that needs attention? Are there any projects that you've been wanting to do but haven't mustered up the strength or the confidence to do? Whatever that might be, look at yourself now and ask yourself, what is it that you and your inner child truly want? Looking at that reflection in the pond again, now see your inner child. Reconnect with that inner child. What was it that you wanted in your child deeply? And what is it that you want now? And how is that connected? Now we're going to go ahead and step into the pond, one foot by the other, coming up to about waist deep into the pond. And the water is crisp and clear and cool and refreshing. We're going to take that water with both of our hands and pour it over our heads, washing our bodies from the top to the bottom 3 times. And with each rinse, you're washing away all of the energies and all of the attachments that have clung onto you that no longer serve you or your higher purpose. Go ahead and do that now. Once. Twice. Rinsing away everything that doesn't serve you. One last time. And for good measure, if you're feeling for it, let's all dunk our bodies in quickly as we arise out from the pond in the crystal healing water. Refreshed and renewed. Here we go. Let's go. 1, 2, and 3. Coming out fresh, coming out lighter, coming out more in tune, hopefully with more clarity about what you want, what your soul wants. Knowing that you are enough, you are powerful, you are more than capable. You are so worthy to create the life that you want and that you deserve. Stepping out of the pond, still feeling wet and rejuvenated. Now standing in an open space where the trees are open above in the sky, allowing the warmth of that sun to dry you from the top and the bottom. Imagining that beam of golden sunlight entering from your crown, which is the top of your head, melting that light down your face, your neck, your shoulders, your chest, and your back, down your stomach, your hips, your thighs, your knees, your legs, all the way through to your feet and your toes, allowing the earth to absorb that energy and take on anything else that you need to let go of. You can let it go right now. Do that one more time, sending that beautiful sunlight through the crown of your head, allowing that light to heal you, to send light to any of the dark areas, your energy field, or in your thoughts, in your minds, or in your body that need a little tender love and care. And for anybody out there who is having a hard time believing in themselves, trusting themselves, just take this time for you. And know that nobody's rushing you. Take the time to build the foundation that you need to grow in the ways that you want to grow. Ain't nobody business but yours. This is your life, so go ahead and sit in the driver's seat. Knowing that you are loved, you are worthy. Now as we all warm up and dry, filled up with light and love and warmth, go ahead and walk back toward that secret garden. Walking back till you get back into the green forest. Putting our hands in thanks and gesso, giving gratitude for yourself and your higher self and your team for taking this time out, for sending love back into yourself. And just remember, we cannot love anyone unless we love ourselves. And if we want to share our light with others, let's pour our cup, pour that light and love back into our cup first, so that we can pour it out to everyone else.
That is Miss Theo on Gaming Morning Show Meditation Break this morning on Wednesday, May 5th, 2021. Thank you for being here, wherever you may be, on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. I am Ryan. We always do that whenever Theo's on the show during the 8 o'clock break. So kind of like Sean gives us some singing on Mondays and Thursdays. We have a nice meditation break. You see it in the chat there. Miss Theo is a Theo of all trades, including a Reiki master. So perfect person to lead us through that exercise, and it's been a lot of fun. Thank you for being here on Wednesday at May 5th, as I mentioned, is Revenge of the 5th, if you will. Speaking of Star Wars, our friend Kate Zaid is doing a cosplay contest coming up on Saturday at 7:30 a.m. Pacific time. Go to twitch.tv/Kate Zaid. There are going to be many participants. The last count was over 14, or over about 14 at least. And Kate will be on the show on Friday as a guest host. So we're going to talk more about a whole bunch of things that Kate's been doing, including the cosplay contest. They had the Streamers Lighthouse prom last weekend, so we'll recap that, learn a little bit more about the Streamers Lighthouse, and hear about some of the things that Kate's doing for the community as well in terms of streamer development workshops that are on tap for Kate as well. So stick around. That's coming up on Friday's edition of Gaming Morning Show. Tomorrow, Sean, Mike, and myself will be here for all 3 hours. We will play Puppet Pals Mad Libs as well. And yeah, it should be a lot of fun. So stick around for that. It's all coming up on Gaming Morning Show. 8:09 West Coast time, 11:09 on the East Coast, and 4:09 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. It is, of course, time.
Morning to the Final Hour crew.
Final Hour crew checking in. Our ambassador, Chris M. Yee,
Mayor of the Internet,
is here, of course. May or may not be watching us from the shower. Just typed "it's happening" with an exclamation point. I'm guessing you are not in the shower as we speak. Either way, it's been a lot of fun. We were asking about Cartoonist Day, and I saw a lot of people saying in chat that didn't really have an answer for that because it's kind of a pretty wide berth, right? We're asking you about comic strips. We're asking you about cartoons. We're asking you about a whole bunch of stuff. So honestly, it might be a lot to ask in one particular question. But that said, we are. And so if you have one that comes to mind, let us know. The number one that we found through a listverse.com list was Calvin and Hobbes, which has been one of the many that people have enjoyed over the years. I will throw that link into the chat. It's Theo and Ryan for the rest of the show. Thank you for being here. And I was thinking the same thing, Jack, to be honest, is I'll definitely have it on our Twitter account, at WatchGMS, is we'll post a little bit of that meditation. But that could be something we could throw on YouTube unless you don't want us to. But I think that would be good stuff to have.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, people have been saying like, Theo, start a Twitch, or start a YouTube, and I'm always like, I don't know what to do. And so maybe that's what I'll. Yes, you're inspiring me to actually start an actual channel. So maybe I'll do it there.
So this is the second straight time this week that I went inside and had a lemon poppy seed scone that my wife made, and the second consecutive time there was a poppy seed stuck in the back of my front teeth. And it's really bothersome.
So maybe the back of your teeth just has like the perfect crevice for poppy seeds.
maybe it's a poppy seed depository. So it could quite possibly be. Along with Cartoonist Day, which by the way, the longest known individual cartoon strip ever, is over 1,100 feet long. It was created by a female cartoonist, Mons Selvam, in India back in 2019. Focused on Mons' childhood and some of her favorite memories of her village through her fictional character, Gundamali. Mons considers herself a happiness illustrator, as well as a cartoonist. That is according to our friends at daysoftheyear.com. You got a good point, Pickle. All I need to do is take out my teeth. And that is why we rely on you, Final Hour crew.
Hello, FHC.
To give us the best advice that we could possibly have. Just sec, Theo. You run the show. I'm going to go take out my teeth. Just
Got you. Yes.
Just kidding. I didn't do it. Only my front teeth. Okay, that's true. I have really big front teeth. Kind of like a beaver.
I have a fond memory of my great grandma brushing her dentures. That could be you.
That was always the stuff that would be on like the Wheel of Fortune ads, like everyone in contestants row today receives, and it was like denture cream or whatever it was.
Polygrip.
Yes, it was Polygrip. That's exactly what it was. Oh, me and my 7-Up and being sick, watching Bob Barker and Price is Right. Learned a lot about Polygrip.
I'm actually kind of excited to use Polygrip one day because of those ads. You just want to, because you just want to squeeze it onto the dentures.
Yep. You just stick it in there. It's not going anywhere. Cinco de Mayo, Nail Day, International Midwife's Day, Hoagie Day, Revenge of the 5th, Hug a Shed and Take a Selfie. I don't expect that. That's very demanding. I hope that I will see some pictures of someone taking a selfie in front of a shed today. If you could just throw that in our Discord.
You will. Because
Okay.
you will be hugging a shed today.
Yeah, if you could do that and throw it in our Discord, we would be super grateful, please. World Maths Day. It is plural. World Maths Day. It's above my head. School Nurse Day. National Silence the Shame Day. National Astronaut Day. National Totally Chipotle Day, which I'd like to know if that has to do with the restaurant or the pepper. National Bike to School Day. National Skilled Trades Day. And National Interpreter Day, all on May the 5th. They loaded a lot in there.
The early National Midwives Day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm a shout out to the midwives then, because I was a part of two of my best friends' home births, and I was like the photographer for it. Whoa, changed my mind about having a baby at home versus in the hospital. Like whoa, amazing. I'm like, Lady K, is Lady K in here? I feel like Lady K's got something to say about this.
We haven't technically had our Lady K fact of the day
I know.
yet.
So I feel like now's a good time, Lady K. If you got any home birth, midwifery, doula information.
Oh my gosh, Jack gave us. I love the Interpreter's Day. It's a day I can understand. You're welcome. A pun from our friend Jack. Nice work. He interpreted that day correctly. I'm proud of you. And we laughed. I did think that was neat. We talked about ASL and how there's more FaceTime now for ASL, even in like press conferences. We've seen that a lot over the course of the pandemic. A lot of governor updates. So you have ASL interpreters who are on screen showing those off. I think that that's a good example of the great work that interpreters do. So big fan. Big fan.
Have you seen the music interpreters like at concerts?
Mm-hmm.
The ones who do like rap shows or like hardcore rock metal. Oh my god, they like get really into it. I was like, that is so dope.
And don't they have like, they usually do like a tag team thing, right? Because it's so exhausting that like you have to take breaks. Because I've seen that even happen in longer press conferences or like trials where they'll have an interpreter and then leave and then a new one will come back. So
that's intense.
We're playing Words on Stream. Last we left you, the real AJ Storm had a significant lead over K-Laugh and Chrissy Icky, and then Kajito was threatening the podium with 47 stars. Kajito had a very good round in level 8. We're about to move to level 10. The fake letters still in play, so be sure to shout it out if you notice what it is. If you're playing on Twitch, I think the poppy seed just went down the throat. Woo! If you're playing on Twitch, you can just type them straight into the chat. If you're playing elsewhere, you can just take a QR code screenshot and get the link. I can't ever interpret when someone has a crush on me. I don't know what they do, but I don't think I can do it. Thank you, Tabso. AJ up on top eating dictionaries. Wage's theory now is that that's how AJ gets so good at this game, is being able to eat dictionaries. So.
Okay, as long as it's,
Oh yeah. Oh, the G is fake.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so Kate Zaid gave us more details. Yeah, interpreters work in teams because it's so exhausting. Yeah, so it's got to be like a tag team type situation. So.
Tag team back again. Dun, 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 dun,
Let's begin.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same exact thing. Oh, and Gabe Pride is here. Hello, good moron.
Top of the moron.
To Gabe Pride, you are now officially a member for today, at least, of
Hello, FHC.
The Final Hour crew. Thank you for being here. Chris ME is checked in as the ambassador of the Final Hour crew, streaming tonight at Chris ME on Twitch. Also coming up this weekend is the Clip ME show. It's one of the best shows on the internet, where Chris looks at the best clips, usually of the last 2 weeks. We haven't had a Clip ME show for quite some time, so I don't actually know what time span that Chris is doing on Saturday, but either way, it should be a lot of fun. So.
By the way, I saw that someone guessed goth, which always reminds me of the first time we met in class.
Yeah, that's always a story. Always a story. I don't share my last name
Yes.
very much out on the streams,
No.
but it gets confused quite a bit. So, absolutely, quite a bit.
I was like, I wasn't going to say that, but you said that.
Let's see what we got here. The real AJ Storm, 116 stars, just eating dictionaries and slaying words on stream. K-Laugh and Chrissy Icky maintain podium position. Kajito must have checked out because Kajito did not get any stars on that last round. Instead, it was Tabzo with the lead, 24 stars, and slides forward to 7th place overall. We move to level 11, which I think is our last without a hidden letter. We just have fake letters. Yes, one more fake letter. Thank you for the alert, by the way. That was a Tiny Tabzo with the beautiful G is fake. Good alert in the chat. So I have a lot of clips to go through. It's been at least a month. Absolutely.
Can we? I noticed earlier that Tiny Tabs and Lady K were talking about vampires.
Mm-hmm.
Are we vampire fans here? Wait, I know. Okay, how do you feel about vampire movies? Because I know, a little spooky.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, listen, the blood thing is never going to be my strong suit, but, oh, no. We're getting a lot of Autobots because there's potential to have a word in there. The X is fake, by the way. So actually, Lady K is a vampire. So there's that, which Lady K can elaborate on if you'd like. I watched True Blood with my wife, so I got a little vampire action there.
And that has some jumpy stuff in it.
It does, yeah.
Right? But you can handle it.
It wasn't overly gory. I could.
Well, have you seen
like
the classic, like Bram Stoker's like Dracula, like the old school one? Have you seen that one?
I watched that when I was I think that movie came out in 1994, so I had to be about 10 years old.
You're young, yeah.
And I tried to watch that thing, and it was so far over my head, I had no chance. I should watch it now because it was really hard to follow.
Watching things as an adult is so different than as a child. Okay. For example, Princess Bride. Have you seen Princess Bride?
Yes.
Okay, but as an adult, when I watched it as an adult, I was like, oh my god, there's so many dirty jokes in here.
Mm-hmm. Inconceivable.
I love that guy.
Yeah, that was a good run by the actor who played Wesley, because following up with Robin Hood Men in Tights. Yeah.
One of my all-time favorite movies, and Dave Chappelle was in there. That was one of Dave Chappelle's first. Yes. Yeah.
Tabzo, you are nearing the podium. Chrissy, 2nd place with 8 stars, but that is a pale in comparison to Tabzo's 26. I'm only calling out, Chrissy, because Chrissy was mad at me for the screen when all I was trying to do was highlight Chrissy. That said, Chrissy has 69 stars, and Chad is well ahead of me, already noticing.
Nice.
AJ still in the lead, 116 stars, despite not getting a single word in that last round. Wage is allegedly saying Tabzo eats dictionaries as well. All right, here we go. This is going to have a fake letter and a hidden letter in it. So, how far can we go, chat? How far can we go? How about you? Are you into vampire movies?
Love vampires. I'm not surprised that Lady K is a vampire because I also have always wanted to be a vampire. So, yeah, we probably vampire sisters.
You two need to connect offline
I know.
So that you can read some of Lady K's writing, because Lady K's writing would fascinate you. She's really talented, y'all.
I'm hoping it has vampires in it.
Yeah.
Lady K, send me your stuff. I would love to check it out.
Already Tabs was calling Z as the fake letter. Broccoli went through.
Ooh.
So there's an I as the hidden letter. There's an I in play. And Z is definitely fake. When you hear the donkey, you know the fake letter. It is Z, definitely fake from Tabzo. We need to get 75 points. Letters, I suppose. And that's how we'll move on to the next level. Wage with Boil, Scott Chick with Coil, Tabzo with Color, and we had Broccoli early on as well. That was from the real AJ store. AJ just shows up, gets the big words, and then calls it a day.
I'm a,
There's not enough water
Observe.
in this world this morning.
oh, yes. A reminder to everybody: make sure you hydrate, drink some water, make sure you get rest when you're tired, stretch your body. All.
I went to bed way too late last night.
I know you said close to midnight. I'm like, what?
Yeah. That's the last time. I haven't stayed up till midnight on a day we have a show the next day for a long time. So, yeah. Zev comes swinging in here saying, cool, like me, guessing letters. We didn't get all of them, though. We only got 7. I feel like that round went real fast, y'all. What the hell happened? We lost. Our champion, though, is Real AJ with 130 stars. Chrissy Icky finishes with 69. So you have the nicest score of the round. Tabso in between, though, at 73 stars.
Nice.
Not bad. Scott Chick, what do you mean only midnight? Scott Chick, if you knew how early I like to get up, midnight's really late. Really late. So, for those who don't know, the person on the left of your screen, that is Miss Theo. Theo is a good friend of mine. Has been doing the show with us on Wednesdays for a significant amount of time. It's been a couple months at this point. And Miss Theo is an outstanding human being, a musician, in fact, who's currently making a music video and promised us this morning, put it in blood, that it'll be out in June. Right? I think I didn't twist your words in any way, shape, or form.
Absolutely. No, not at all. 1,000% accurate.
That's all I am. I'm a journalist. Damn it. So. Oh, good moron, Chat FM. It is good to see you this morning. But I also like how Chrissy specifically said wanted to keep that score. Bam.
Okay. Yes. Yes. And we all think way too much.
All right, I'm going to give you all some shout-outs here. Digital Doc was here earlier, and I told you I'd shout Digital Doc out. Be sure to follow the YouTube. Digital Doc's doing some cool things, and as we move into the summertime on Gaming Morning Show, we're starting to kind of put together our calendar for the rest of the year, and part of that is going to be collaborating or doing topics that are very similar to what Digital Doc does in terms of more serious content through things like GMS Forum, and segments that either will come into the show or GMS Talks, which could be a podcast type thing. So we're working on that as we speak, but be sure, since Digital Doc is already doing it, to check out Digital Doc's content. A whole bunch of good stuff. I wanted to shout out Jelly again, too. Jelly was here in the first hour crew, and Jelly is a really fun streamer. I've found myself enjoying Jelly's streams more and more each time I'm able to tune in. Jelly is also a fantastic cosplayer too, so going kind of back to Kate Zade's cosplay coming up on Saturday, Star Wars cosplay contest. Dr. Chick had a fantastic Star Wars cosplay yesterday, posted it on Dr. Chick's Twitter, so I'll shout out Dr. Chick as well. There's just a whole bunch of great people hanging out with us this morning, so thank you for being here on this edition of Gaming Morning Show. Zev is telling us that Miss Theo is like the human personification of the sun. Some high praise from Zev.
So much. Seriously. Sending that sun back up to all y'all.
I don't know if you heard about this, but there was a virtual prom last weekend.
Okay, I'm so curious. How did that go?
It went really well. Our friend, host Sean, played the guitar, and our friend Matt Artisan actually animated the GMS Puppet Pals. And so we had Sean's puppet pal strumming the guitar and singing, which was really cool. So,
amazing.
So
were people like dressed up?
Oh, by all, Copia was wearing a tux. It was legit. Like they did such an excellent job. I think Chris said it was inspired by John Krasinski, who did like a thing for people who couldn't go to prom in 2020. Had that on the air last year, and that was kind of where it came from. So.
Yeah, my
cool
niece
stuff.
my niece didn't get her prom. She graduated in 2020. I was like, bummer.
Yeah, and I mean, like, prom was not super memorable for me, but the idea of having like a virtual prom and getting to go back. My wife had asked me about. I mean, even when we were pre-kids, was like, can we like volunteer to chaperone at a prom, because she wanted to get dressed up again and go back. So we never did, but we needed to. So.
Yeah, can we be the creepy adults who just go to prom for no reason?
Hey, everyone needs a chaperone. Okay,
Hey,
if you can be a chaperone.
I'm not knocking it.
Chaperone. Yeah.
I mean, did you think about the things that we used to dance to in high school? Like, do you remember that song? I don't know if you remember, but "Too Close" by Next. It's I feel a little poke coming through on you. Yeah. I don't know. I know other people might know what it is, but it's yeah, it was terrible. It's basically he's like he's saying terrible things, and we're all like dancing on the floor, like yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Actually, maybe I should chaperone just so I know what that perspective is like, because it's gotta be a little awkward. Is chaperoning a middle school dance even more awkward?
Chaperoning.
Yeah. I don't know about that one.
Wait.
Maybe I won't chaperone.
Maybe when you can't, when your kids get to that age.
I don't know if I want to be there.
You'd
I
be
think
like,
I want to just let them know that they're doing their thing.
When I first moved to Oregon, it was my freshman year of high school, right? So I was like the new kid, and there was like a little diversity or like a dance, but it wasn't like a whole school dance, just a small dance. And I begged my parents so I can go because I was new. I was like, please, we're friends. And I was like, okay, I'll come with you, and I'm gonna bring your little brother. So the whole time, my dad and my little brother all just standing on the side in the cafeteria, just watching us.
They were always in the cafeteria too, like just a bad spot for a dance. Like all the tables are rolled up on the side and the walls, and it just honestly, what I remember most about like middle school dances was this is what I did, right? I had my CD changer and I just DJ'd the thing. So I was we didn't actually hire a DJ for middle school dances in my small town. So I just had my 6-disc changer or whatever, and I was putting CDs in and playing requests. Like that was what I was born to do. So that's
basically, that's DJing. Yeah, that's like Spotify now.
Exactly. It would have been so much easier if I had digital. I mean, I wrote that Tiny Tabs, so then went, wait, this is the internet. I should clarify. What did you say? On Twitch, realized I might have come out wrong. Good. I love watching Jelly. She's good people. By the way, Jelly, check your window. Wage is maybe out there right now. Be afraid. Zevtastic said, I never had a prom, whereas Wage said, I definitely went to like 5 proms, so we have the spectrum covered of proms. Chrissy said, every bop I ever danced to when I was younger was always a terrible song. Yeah. Senior year dance, Makita. Yeah, that's what prom is over here, is basically like senior year, but even in like my little small town, you could go every year. So, yeah.
you kind of need to go every year so you fill up the space, right?
Probably. Tabzo said, who wants to hold my hand for future prom dates? Hootie and the Blowfish will hold your hand.
Okay, I know. I'm noticing. Like Tiny Tabzo. I'm noticing. I'm like, okay, you're looking for a vampire, a lesbian vampire, and someone to hold your hand. Got it. We're putting the bat signal out. Anybody?
Bob is fine. Oh yeah, Pony by Genuine, by the way. That's a whole topic. But, you said because I was chaperoning, you said I was talking in code. All right, Theo, I'm sorry. We have to do this again. For some reason, everyone just doesn't believe Bob. All right, just a second.
Okay.
Hello, chat. This is Bob. I can assure you that I'm completely fine, and you do not need to keep asking Ryan, Sean, and Mike how I am doing. I promise. I'm definitely not blinking twice right now. To prove it, please note for the record that Hefty Goof is tremendously talented at rolling his R's. Thank you for your concern, but I am fine. Please help me.
See, there's no further proof that Bob is fine. Again, I'll roll my R's, and as Bob alluded to, I'm very good at it. Romance.
Goodness, I wasn't sure what that was at right now at first.
If you didn't need further proof, Bob is fine. Bob likes chaperoning.
I love that.
Me.
Chaperoning. Wait, and then
Bob.
I also.
Sorry, Theo, you can keep. I just got to check on Bob.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Is it good?
Bob, do you like chaperoning?
Bob likes it.
It's fine.
Does he have water? Did you give him water? Some snacks?
Oh yeah, Bob lives a life. The only thing that Bob's waiting for is to be adopted, and once Bob's adopted, then his life will get exponentially better. So
When you come do the road show, Bob should definitely we should do like unveiling of Bob.
I mean, Bob is part of us. If you think about it, like
That's
Bob
true.
doesn't need to be unveiled because Bob is a part of us. Okay.
True.
Yeah, it's
very
science. Bob doesn't need help. I need a photo of Bob holding today's newspaper.
Oh my god, that's
we don't-
hilarious.
We don't subscribe to the newspaper, but I will work on that for you, Pickle. Just for you. So
Ask Mike.
It's
Mike have a newspaper.
it's chaperoning. How do you say it? When you're observing and making sure that kids are following the rules at the high school dance, you're chaperoning. It was also a favorite. It reminds me of Moni Moni for some reason. I can't remember who sings Moni Moni all of a sudden. It's not Billy Idol, the original Moni Moni. That's the Billy Idol version, yeah.
Oh, that's all I know.
Chap-
That's all.
Chaperoning. Verb.
Chirp
Chirp on owning.
On owning. Yeah, I like that. Chirp on owning.
It is 8:34 West Coast time, 11:34 out on the East. Chat, do you want to play one more Words on Stream? We'd be happy to facilitate if you would like that. While you answer that question, if you do want to play more Words on Stream, we'll tell you about Conan O'Brien. Last night of TBS Late Night is coming up next month. It's finally official. This is from CNN's Frank Pelota, but Conan's ending his long run on June 24th. TBS announced the conclusion of the show will kind of end Conan O'Brien's like 30-year run in late night, because it started out as a late show on NBC. And then, of course, there was the whole controversy around Jay Leno leaving and the 5-year contract, and then Conan took the spot, and then Jay's show wasn't very good, and so then Jay took it back, and anyway, that was the whole saga. It's worth watching. It's also very much worth watching because of Dave Letterman. He made that whole thing funny. But O'Brien moved over to TBS post Tonight Show fiasco, and in 2010 started Conan on TBS. And here's what Conan said, according to CNN's Frank Pelota. A very old Buddhist monk once told me that to pick something up, you must first put something down. I'll be honest with you, he was drunk out of his skull and very belligerent. And I maintain you can pick up two things if you use both hands. He just got mad and started swinging at me, so I ended the conversation and took his advice. End quote. I don't think that was a real story.
Yeah, yes. I love
That's
Conan
not-
O'Brien, though.
Pickle! That's how you say controversy. Aluminium.
Oh, yeah, aluminium.
It's how
That's
you
my
say
favorite.
controversy. Aluminium. Chaperoning.
Controversy.
Yeah, controversy. That's how you say it in the UK, right?
Is that how you say
I believe that's how you say it. Controversy. Yes. See, Scott Chick's got my back. Aluminium.
aluminium?
Yeah.
Wait, is Tiny Tabzo? Are you also from the UK?
Controversy. I didn't really know I was gonna get people so jaded with the way that I'm saying words.
Canada. Oh yeah, I think I've definitely said that before too. Yeah. London, awesome.
Aluminium. Aubergine.
There is actually, I did see a TikTok of these like two French guys where all they do is try to pronounce English words, but it just it sounds so hilarious.
Yeah. There's also a very good TikTok bit where somebody has the UK and they're trying to say words, and then they go over to the US and the US says them wrong. And yeah. Aluminium. Yeah. It's in that bit, in fact, I think it's something like you're adding an extra syllable. Aluminum. But
Oh, the aluminium. Yeah, because We're not saying the I.
Tabzo, but we're 22 minutes away. We're almost to the top of the hour. Don't leave it. Actually, no, I'd go play Apex too. Apex is a lot of fun. Then there's my favorite meme about a shipping ships. I've never seen that one before. Updates. You can unlurk if you'd like. You don't have to stay in lurk mode. Yeah. Oh, it took you half an hour to get in. So yeah, you definitely go and run and play that for sure. Any plans for you this weekend, Theo? Do you have plans that far in advance, or are you pretty much flying by the seat of things right now?
I do. I have a few creative meetings for some creative projects that I'm working on. One of them that, you are helping on as well. We'll talk more about that when it's ready to be launched. But yeah, very exciting. So I'll be. It's
going to be pretty cool. It is going to be pretty cool. Again, Miss Theo does a whole bunch of cool stuff, including worth following on Instagram if you don't already. It is I Am Miss Theo. Mike was very jealous because the music video was shot in Hawaii, and so all that Theo did was on Instagram made everyone feel like they should be in Hawaii right now. So
funny because most people, honestly, even people who follow me on Instagram, don't know that I actually went to Hawaii for a music video. They think I just went for a vacation. But all of you here know that I went for a music video. so people just thinking that I'm out there recklessly traveling around and spreading my germs everywhere. But
we have the inside information, chat. We're insiders to Miss Theo's life. So
you get the morning me.
All right, we're going to throw up some more words on stream, and we'll play one more edition of this, and then we will give you the takeaways that were pretty okay, and go from there. So if you want to play, just throw the words that you see from these rotating letters into the chat. If you don't have Twitch this morning, if you're joining us on Facebook Gaming, on Twitter, or on YouTube, you can just scan that QR code in the corner. And then our takeaways that are pretty okay is what you learned from today's show, something that you remember. And in this case, it could be something as simple as, the way that words are correctly pronounced. So, like aluminium. I will tell you this too. Our Patreon continues to grow. Thank you for everyone who has been with us on our Patreon journey. Today is actually a significant amount of subiversaries, so I do want to take the time to say thank you to everyone who's subscribed, especially when we had our early adopter tier, which was from January until March, and those benefits, of course, will live into perpetuity. But tomorrow is the anniversary, the subiversary for Five Sil, Incantasia, and Kiki Low. Yesterday was the subiversary for our good friend Chris M. Yee, Copia, Culty Vibes, Digital Dot Games, Grim Toga, Hoffbrew, Mad Artisan, Pibjinky, and Superphonic. If you would like to subscribe to our Patreon tiers, you can. Just go to patreon.com/gamingmorningshow, and the Adopt Bob tier is available now. That would provide a brand new house, a brand new box to our friend Bob, and we would reveal it to you in an HGTV style reveal that we would post on our YouTube page, because after all, Bob is fine, and we've never been more able to prove it than we did today. We also get a special voice message from Bob that will be played on GMS, recognition as official Bob adopter on our Discord and our shows, and then we will actually work with you to take part of the monthly donation and use $25 of it for funds to an actual adoption charity. So it won't just all be for Bob. It'll be for those who are actually in the adoption system as well. So please, Bob, tell him.
Won't you adopt me?
Tiny Tabso leads the way with 20 stars. Scott Chick at 17 stars. And Chrissy Icky, who finished with 69 last round.
Nice.
Had 14 stars. AJ, our champion from a round to go, has 13 stars and is in 4th place. Zev on the board as well, and 2 others. That had to be the anniversary of the first day Patreon was available. Yes, so we opened up the Patreon on January 4th. So if you are celebrating your 4-month anniversary or subiversary today or yesterday, you were on the very front step. In fact, Hoffbrew was, I know, our first ever Patreon subscriber, but everyone else that I read off pretty much followed suit very quickly. At least those are the 4 months. So
It's your anniversary. Yes, anniversary. You know that song? It's our
No,
anniversary.
I don't. But when we get off this, I need you to record that, please. And we will use that during the course of the break. When we scroll all the sub-anniversaries on the bottom of the screen. So that's with, of course, a please, if you're willing. Bink, bink.
Yeah.
Bink, 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 bink. Bink.
Of course,
That would
of
be
course.
great. Oh, Theo's the best. Theo hype.
The best.
Around.
Sorry. I basically sing everything. If I could, like, just... My life is like a musical in my head.
This is why I want you to play video games with me, because Chris ME knows this firsthand. Whenever we're playing a round of Apex, someone will say something lyrics-wise, and all I'll do is trigger a song, and then I'll start singing. So, you and I would be very good at that.
Yes, see, you just said you and I. I was about to bust into a Jason Mraz song, but I will not. Called you and I.
You like Jason Mraz a lot, right?
Well, do you... Because in college... And remember Kyle?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and when he had passed away, he was my best friend and my roommate, and our other roommate Hillary, who was also our best friend. We decided to go to the Jason Mraz concert with his tickets that he had bought. So we're like, let's just go to Jason Mraz concert in honor of him. And it was so amazing. He was there. His name was Kyle. He was definitely there. Jason Mraz pulled me up on stage, sang with him. Like it was like every singer's dream. It was like literally, okay, you know how when you're standing in a crowd and you're watching a show, but they can't really see you because there's so many lights on them.
Yeah.
But you can see them. It was like the hand of God, like reaching out to me, like.
Wow. What venue was this in?
We went to Portland for it. So
Was that the
somewhere in
Rose
Portland.
Garden, or was it smaller, like more like a Crystal Ballroom or something like that?
It was not the Crystal Ballroom, but I did see him there with Joey Harrington. Remember him?
The quarterback, yeah.
And he was friends with Jason Mraz and played piano with him at the show.
What the hell? I didn't know Joey Harrington could play the piano.
He was a jazz musician. He was like a
So-
really good jazz musician.
Sounds like Joey was a better piano musician than he was a NFL quarterback. Am I right? Oh, burn! Sorry, Joey. Really quick update on the leaderboard, but I want to hear more about this story. Tabzo, 43 stars, AJ at 41, and Chrissy Icky at 28. Here we go into the next level. Wow, that's amazing, Theo, says Chris M. Yee. That's uber remarkable. I mean, that's so cool that you got to go up on stage. Do you remember what songs you sang?
Okay, let me tell you the story. So I didn't know Jason Mraz at all, right? And so we get in the car to drive to Portland, it was like over an hour. And my friend Hillary, who, was Kyle's best friend as well, she was the one who was going to go to the show with him. She puts on his album. It's like, oh, this is the song, his favorite song was Curbside Prophet. And I was like, okay, cool. So we get to the show and we're all feeling all types of ways, right? Because he had just passed like a week ago, So, and I was talking to him. I know it sounds weird, right? But I was talking to him and I was like, show yourself with us here if you were here with us. And that song comes on, Curbside Prophet. And that is the song that he pulls me up on. And I didn't know any words to it at all. I didn't know his music. And he was like, basically, here's the microphone, and he steps away. And so I just have to free flow, make up something in the middle of it. So I start making up these lyrics, I start singing. Jason Mraz comes up next to me. We start duetting with each other. He says some, maybe inappropriate things on the microphone, and then and then that was it. So it was really beautiful. And I was looking down at my friends, and we were just like needed that moment, It was a really beautiful moment.
I mean, I'm with kind of Chrissy here. Like, this is a pretty insane story.
I tend to have some insane stories in my life. So.
Well, and I mean, as we've talked about a lot, like the spirituality part of life, like it's moments like that make you genuinely like. There's no other way to explain it, right?
I mean, to be honest with you, when it was happening, because he pulled someone else up first, and so I thought, oh, whatever. But then I was talking to Kyle, and I was just like, if you're here and you want to, send us a message, like, we're open to it. Like, show yourself. So I felt like that was him kind of showing us some love.
I mean,
through
I
Jason
love
Mraz.
that story. Yeah, I love that story. I'm so happy you shared that because I don't know how else that would have just organically shown up. So
I know.
I mean, that's a good story for sure.
Yeah, it's good times.
Let's see. Tabzo wanted 69 and said Tabzo's at 70. Tabzo didn't get the lead with the number that you wanted, but you do have the lead, 70 stars.
Nice.
We'll give you a nice anyway. Chrissy Icky in second place with 45 stars, and the real AJ Storm 41 stars. You know, Pickle, you can go tell Joey that, yeah, Joey apparently was a better musician than an NFL quarterback. I don't think that that's actually... I think Joey knows that. So, you know.
Popular. He was like... Well, at least, I mean, at our... Well, you know. There. But he was popular at that.
Oh, yeah. No, Pickle knows all about that. Pickle is
yeah.
University of Oregon, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So very familiar. Probably, yeah, Joey knows. He's just mad that you're dropping truth. Joey's fine with it. Joey's done so much amazing work outside of NFL quarterbacking. It's totally worth it. So
wait, what does he even do anymore?
He, last I knew at least, is a TV sports reporter in Portland.
Oh wow. Okay.
And then is doing like charitable stuff and those kind of things.
Yeah.
So.
Well, good for him.
We got a C is probably fake from Tabso, our leader. So if you notice that the C is in fact fake, let us know. Well, Cascade, you got a hit with Cascade, so maybe not. Maybe not.
Anybody know the female singer Cascade from back in the day?
Cause every time we touch, I get the feeling.
Wow! I was not
for the sky.
I was not expecting you to.
Let my heart beat fast. I know it will last. Need you in my life. Yeah, that's one of those songs that I play on the long drives back from work when it's been a long 12 to 15 hour day and I'm extremely tired because that song
That's the song?
Yeah, well, no, it's one of them. It's all the 90s songs, and that one
Yes.
qualifies in my mind, even though it was probably early 2000s. So, yeah.
What's a song that like pumps you up?
I don't know if I have songs that pump me up. I have songs that, yes, the I is fake, Pickle. I have songs that just help me continue to focus because I know the lyrics, right? And so I just need 90s songs.
Got it.
So,
Got it.
yeah.
Got it.
Because I don't remember. I do remember lyrics. I'm lying to you because I just said the thing about when I hear a song that, you know, Chris M.E. will say something whilst we're playing games, and it just clicks my brain into lyrics. So I remember lyrics a lot.
Same.
I just can't sing. So you got auto-modded for caca.
What?
Oh my gosh. Tabza was stretching the auto-mods patience this morning for sure. But still in the lead, a 28-star round. Chris M.E. had 7, 6 from Chrissy Icky and Pickle as well. So your podium, as it stands right now, is Tabso, Chrissy Icky, and AJ, but there is a gap between 1 and 2 position. Pickle Feet, Zev, Chris M.E., Scott Chick, and Makita, the recently departed Makita, in the top 8. All right, what are we on to? Level number 9. Level number 9. Fake letter is still in play. It's going to be our last round no matter what happens because we have to get out, and we will send you to somebody on Twitch if you're watching there. We'll have our takeaways that were pretty okay and our clip of the day as well. This day in gaming history, 1994, Nintendo confirmed Project Reality would be a cartridge-based system. 2004, Activision released Shrek 2 for many of the machines. 2006, Nintendo announced over 30 games would release with the Wii debut. And then 2017, Bethesda released Prey, a video game for PS4 and Xbox One. 1951, in London, England, Ferranti shows the Nimrod computer at the Festival of Britain exhibition. The computer is based on the Mark I and is dedicated to playing the game Nim. This makes it the world's first games computer. Yes, games computer, according to kpolson.com. The B is fake. The B is fake. Celebrity birthdays today. John Reese Davies turned 77. Danielle Fishel turned 40. Henry Cavill turned 40. And Craig David turned 40, the singer. Also, the singer Adele is 33.
Do you know who
You said
Craig
you
David
like Craig
is?
David? I do know Craig David. My wife had a song of Craig's that listened to like on repeat. I cannot remember what it is off the top.
Oh my gosh. It's like, can you feel me in that one? Or on
Is that what it is?
Monday? Or is it on Monday? I was putting something down on
Tuesday. We make
We
love
will
on
make love on
Wednesday, on Thursday and Friday and Saturday.
Saturday
chill.
we chilled on Sunday. Yeah.
That was Craig David.
Yeah.
That was Craig David.
Girl. Oh, I was like, girl. I just called you girl, but you know, girl.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I went with two of my girlfriends and a friend of a coworker of my friend to Craig David a couple years ago, and he's amazing. He's amazing. He does his own show. It's just him and he DJs his own show. It's just him and his DJ his like tables. That's it.
Bums was not in there. Bums is a word. Did it not hit? No one got bums?
Oh.
Well, I am so sorry. On behalf, chat, look at me. On behalf of Words on Stream, I apologize. Here at Gaming Morning Show, we actually do recognize bums as a word. And for those who guessed bums, it's not you. It's the game. You deserve to have that as a star. And we are very, very sorry. It won't happen again. It may happen again. There's nothing I can do to control it. Tiny Tabs, 130 stars. Chrissy Icky, 67. So close, as you said, to the magic number for a second straight game. AJ, 55 stars. That is your podium as we have to wrap things up on Gaming Morning Show this morning. Theo, it's been a blast. You need to have
So much fun today.
You need to have your takeaway that's pretty okay here ready to go. The headlines of the day for the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Re-News, which you can find on our Twitter.
Hashtag GMS Morning Gaming News.
Stadia head of product has departed Google. That's according to GamesIndustry.biz's Marie Delisandri. Blizzard revenue is up despite losing millions of monthly active users. That is from Jordan Alleman of IGN. And back to what Kalaf had as the takeaway that was pretty okay. This one was pretty mind-blowing. It's a story of how the EVE players are assisting scientific research through minigames. This is true, apparently. EVE Online players saved real-world scientists hundreds of years of research regarding COVID-19, according to Wesley LeBlanc of IGN. A fascinating story. Sean, obviously, as our hashtag video game expert, knew a lot more about it. But I'm going to throw this back in the chat, and we'll put it on Discord as well. Just kind of crazy that this could be something that would happen, is video games would help actual medical research almost passively. It's really bizarre. So check out that link. It's definitely worth reading about. Out today, Non-Guns Doppelganger Edition, Dull Grey, Almighty Kill Your Gods, Distant Kingdoms, Infernal Radiation, and Save Me Mr. Takeo Definitive Edition. Our name of the morning was 2-in-1 Application Driver and Serial Killer / Sniper, out today for Switch. That was a name of a game that somebody made. Theo.
Okay, I was like, huh?
Yeah. 2-in-1 Application Driver and Serial Killer / Sniper. So there you go.
Okay.
There we go. We get it right on the end of the show. But Lady K, you delivered. Please, Theo, give us Lady K's fact of the day.
All right, Lady K's fun fact of the day. Did you know that the flower sweet pea is actually edible and has a pea-like flavor? And adding my side note, does it taste like pea? Well, what kind of pea does it taste like?
Oh, no.
Lady K, fact of the day.
Love that.
Lady K.
Thank
It's
you.
time for the clip of the day. The clip of the day. Here it is. It's the clip of the day. Toot toot. But then it had like some more serious overtones as well. And so I think Calvin and Hobbes definitely shares like a soft spot for me.
Absolutely, yeah. It was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, and you said Ziggy too. You said Garfield and Ziggy Jelly.
Ziggy.
I'm not as familiar with Ziggy. I don't think that one was in our daily newspaper, so I didn't read that one as much.
Imagine Caillou grew up and and wasn't annoying anymore. That's Ziggy.
So you're saying there was hope for Kaiju? No, not Kaiju.
Oh
Caillou.
no, I'm not saying that at all.
Caillou.
Yes, Kaiju.
Kaiju's a whole
grew up,
different thing.
and we're good.
Although someone's missing an opportunity to make a mock Kaiju movie or video based around the idea of Caillou being grown up and gigantic.
Kaiju.
Oh, that was your clip of the day. We have one every single show in the 8 o'clock hour. It's been a lot of fun chat. Theo, you are truly one of the best people on the planet. Thank you so much for all that you do and joining us on Wednesdays. Oh no. Oh no.
I don't know what's
Yeah.
happening.
Oh no, it's happening again. Mike, you're spreading to Theo.
Maybe it was Skynet.
Oh no. Theo, come back. Chat, I'm going to let you choose your own adventure today. Are you interested in Dead by Daylight or Pokemon Sword and Shield? I'll let you pick the game. Whichever one you're interested in, we'll send you there for somebody. You are having some major internet issues.
There you go.
Oh, you're back.
Wait.
You're back.
Which
All
is
right.
weird. Which is weird because I'm on Ethernet, which is odd.
Let's do this. Let's rehearse numbers. We're gonna count 1.
Wait, me? One? Am I saying it back to you?
No, I'm gonna say 1, and then you would say sequentially what would come after.
Oh. Okay.
1.
Singular sensation.
As we all know, that's exactly what would come after 1.
Sorry, I can never do anything correctly.
Oh, that was so good. Yeah, absolutely, Pickle. Absolutely. We can totally play some Rocket League down the road. You do never know with Skynet. You might have been a clone for that whole time, but I think that was perfect proof that Theo was really Theo. Real AJ said, I hate when things taste like pee. Wait, you're talking about peas. Yeah, I'm still not entirely sure, to be honest. So, not sure at all. I hate having a donk half the time, according to Tiny Tabzo. Lady K, me with jeans. What are we? We're talking about bums. I got you. I had to look
I was like
back up to the
donk.
top.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh
okay.
my gosh. Theo is not wrong though. LMAO. Hi Nintendo nerds. Thank you for being here on this edition of Gaming Morning Show. And of course, we just got clipped. By the great Clip ME. All right, I didn't see a preference, so we are going to send you over to some DBD. We're going to send you over to Dimples and Dice. So please be sure to say good morning from GMS if you're watching on Twitch. We'll be back tomorrow, of course, on Gaming Morning Show, Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Please, please, please follow Theo on Instagram. I am Miss Theo, and she will be back on Wednesday. Full show tomorrow with Sean, Mike, and myself. Puppet Pals, Mad Libs coming up in the 8 o'clock hour. And then on Friday, Kate Zaid, guest host. It's all coming up. Gaming Morning Show on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. Have a great Wednesday!